Yeah, no problem, mate. I actually enjoyed what you were doing. I always like watching a bit of Ocarina of Time, to be fair. Especially since Chaos Edition. I was thinking of actually doing like a lap of honor kind of thing on like live stream. Like, hey, we beat Chaos Edition. Now let's play the game properly and take fun at the game, saying, hey, this is how you climb a ledge. So I was gonna do something like that, but we still got the this to get through. So, in fact, let's stick that with our collection of boxes right here of live streams that we're currently doing, because or stuff like that. Because why not? Have some stuff in the background, you know. Why not? Okay, so hi guys, welcome. Scatlink here. We're off for a live stream. The Switch, good console. We all know this. It recently had an update that if you hold the capture button, you can record like little mini vids. I took one earlier on today, last night, excuse me. While I was no, was it last? No, it was this morning. Yeah, it was this morning. Doing a few tests on a certain thing that we're going to cover this stream, and yeah, this was what the main part of the update included. Allowed to save little clips. And look at this, I drove right over this guy, and after that, just careening. And that was online, but I wasn't playing with this. And remember, I do not have a Pro controller. I was playing with this, a GameCube controller. So we're using the. Can I even get it on screen because of the wire length? I'm actually bringing another wire close to me. There we go. Well, I'm not using the official Wii U adapter, but I'm using a GameCube Controller Adapter for Wii U and PC USB by Mayflash, and that allows you to, use GameCube controllers on the Wii U, or if it's third-party PC. And well, this little thing. There we go. 2-second input delay. I'm now on a GameCube controller, and this was revealed by GameXplain. I guess they were just experimenting. No, it weren't revealed by GameXplain, but they put it up into like the main, they got it into the mainstream because a certain person was experimenting, and then they made a video on it, and then they've made another video on it, experimenting on a few games. But the only games that they experimented on that were games that I don't have, other than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Zelda Breath of the Wild, I have a completely different library, effectively, so I thought I would do a live stream of it instead. I mean, I was debating on doing a live stream on Twilight Princess HD, but because I know I got to go back to that, but I'll probably continue with that after Freedom Planet's finished uploading. Excuse me. So, yeah, thanks for joining with the stream. We're going to do a little bit of experimentation. Hang on. My Wii U Smash adapter is not the actual one. It's not Mayflash. It's a third-party adapter, but it is an exact replica and it works great. Well, I think the reason why I got Mayflash is because the reason being is because that other than the official one, Mayflash was the only third-party adapter that was tournament legal. And I wasn't even entering tournaments at that point, but I still wanted the adapter because I like playing with this controller. To be fair, could just use this because, it's a PDP fight pad. It's the Link brand. It's basically a class controller, but it's in the GameCube style, and it does have, the squishy back triggers. But in this case, L1R and ZL and ZR are the other way round. So the back ones are ZLs, while on the originals they're just L and R. So that's kind of the thing. But even though they are squishy and it does click when you go all the way down, because no virtual console games at that point use analog input, they just register as digital regardless. It just gives the squish for authenticity. But if they can make controllers like this as GameCube controllers for the Switch, that would work because it includes a select button, which is missing on an actual GameCube controller. It covers an extra Z button, or in this case L and R. It's missing one of those. It's only got one Z button, L and R, so that's a thing. If I hold it closer, Z button, R, L, but there's a button missing. Third-party controllers do have the Z button on both of them, but they just register the same one. I don't know if that would work on these, but I might experiment. I don't know. They also don't work very well because they're third-party. They're only like £2 a piece. But there you go. And yeah, we can't click the 2 analog sticks in, so we lose those functionalities. We do not have a select button / minus button. And we do not have a home button, so I will have to break out the Joy-Cons if need be. Or a Pro Controller if you have one. So, hopefully that covers all bases, but basically if you're having trouble actually getting it to work, you need to go into controllers. You need to go, well, I've just lost input. So, Yeah, I've just lost input. Oh no, I need to use the control pad to navigate through here? Alright then. I thought I lost control because I can't do that, but that's fine. But yeah, you go to search controllers. No, not search controllers, excuse me. For some reason that's disconnected those. This ain't working. Okay, I'm going to cut that out for YouTube purposes. But yeah, when you get to this screen, in order to get your GameCube controllers to even detect once you plug them in, you'll have to go with this, go to pairing new controllers, go to other pairing methods, then if you press the B button on this after pressing L1R, it should work, and that should be registering. Oh, and by the way, because the adapters have at least 4 slots, here's another GameCube controller. There we go. That means you can have 4-player gameplay without the need on spending 80 quid for a pair of Joy-Cons. That is actually pretty awesome. Like I said though, you are losing some functionality, but hey, cheaper 4-player Mario Kart 8 Deluxe gameplay in one room. So, I think that is worth. And you know, obviously, some things aren't going to be working, but we'll figure that out when we get to that. So, we do know that it can accept 2 inputs through controllers. Aaron just doesn't want to be in the stream today. He's not in the mood. He's in there. He just wants to listen to music and catch up on YouTube today. So that's a thing. Understandable one. But anyway, enough beating around the bush. I've spent about 5 to 10 minutes discussing how these work and how to set them up and whatnot. Let's get into some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe gameplay. I'm going to go online, of course, because that's a thing. I have beaten this 100% now because I got the final gold piece. I did upload a replay card above. But yeah, that's a thing. So really, all I've got to do now is just get a good score online. Had to do it twice for the delay. But yeah, if I go to play stats. So as you can see, working perfectly fine. No issue, playing with GameCube controller. With an adapter that works. I was going to say an official adapter, but it will work with visual adapters. Did I just see the footage glitch? Don't do that. Let's go online. I'm watching the footage right now. Get my usual car build. The reason why I use the W25 Silver Arrow with the retro off-road wheels is because it looks like the nostalgia one for Mario Kart Wii. Funny that, I played Mario Kart Wii with this controller. And this controller exactly, actually. And I use the plane liner because it's like having a plane in the boot. Or in the trunk for you Americans. I am calling you out. Language things are a bit weird. I don't know why some words are different, and yet we share the same language. I don't understand that. Weird things with the world. I find it strange that you have a 2-second delay between your webcam and your Roxio. It's the same when I'm recording. That's why it allows you to output to the TV. I'm not looking at the laptop or the stream or whatnot. I'm always looking at TV. I think it's because it has to convert the HDMI signal through a USB, and the USB is not built for that sort of thing. It can take the signal, but it has to delay it for conversion purposes. I think that might be why. If the computer could take direct HDMI like capture, there may be low delay, but I'll need like a specialized capture card for that in like a desktop or some desktop tower or something, and they're really expensive. So getting a USB adapter like capture device instead of a capture card is actually not worth. Plus, playing it on the TV, you don't have to like, you know, look at a smaller screen, which I would have to do with the Dazzle because I don't have any split wires for that. Well, I do have one split wire, but that's only for like when I'm doing live streaming, and even then it's like I have sound issues because I don't have enough of them. But that isn't my own fault. I could buy more. I don't know why. But then again, I don't stream classic games that often. I mostly stream with HDMI stuff anyway, and I mostly record retro stuff. It's kind of funny. Toad's Turnpike. I wanted Mute City. So that kind of fuels my theory about why Nintendo won't make another Formula Zero, because we've got like that RMX game that's quite similar, and you've also got the stages of you know, in this level, in this game, excuse me, you've got Mute City Formula Zero stages in this game. Plus, you know, Zero-G driving, that's pretty much the gimmick, as well as high-speed action. Just play this game on 200cc, you pretty much got that as well, but better. Well, I say better controls, more tighter controls, in my opinion. I don't play F-Zero that much. I think the only F-Zero games I've played is the one on Game Boy. Thank you, Luigi, for pushing me in front of this van. Dick. But yeah, so for controls, Mario Kart is a very simple game. You've got A for acceleration. This is across all controllers, effectively. You've got A for acceleration, B the brake, R to drift or buddy hop and whatnot. And then you've got L to use items. ZL is also items, ZR is also drift. So L, ZL, they're the same. R, ZR, they're the same. So, yeah, because I don't have a ZL button, because the only Z button on the GameCube controller counts as ZR, because it is on the right side of the controller, which is clever. I'm glad it actually detects that and not ZL, because otherwise that would be confusing. But, yeah, it's like, you do not have a ZR button, but you do have ZL. But you can just use normal L and R buttons, so that's perfectly fine. And remember, the positions of L, R, and ZL, ZR are swapped. Because on the GameCube controller, I say triggers, the squishies, I like to call them, are like the furthest below on the controller, like these ones down here. The ones above are the Zs. On Switch and Wii U, and Wii class controller, yes, they're the other way round. So, I don't know why they switched it. Maybe it's because ZL and ZR became more prevalent as triggers, but instead of L and R. But it's just moving your fingers up another position or down a position, so it's not that big of an issue. I actually got the purple boost. Awesome. Hey, I went invisible at the right time, so I didn't take a hit from that car. Thank you. I will just drive right through that explosion. And thank you, computer, bugging me out. What the hell? So weird. Yeah, it does. So I'm guessing Elgato doesn't have input lag, like 2-second input lag. Strange. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah, basically with a GameCube controller, Smash. Not Smash. I saw the footage glitch for a moment there, and it's still glitching now. That's pretty bad. Emergency! Do that. It's fine, I won't get kicked out as long as I don't stay on the screen for too long. I'm just doing this for the keyframes to catch up. I did lower the bitrate before I started, so... Okay, it's cleaned itself up now. That's cool. I'm glad that I can do that, because like on other games, you can't press home when you're online, because you can't pause online. But thankfully, that just keeps the game going on in the background, and this allows you to access a menu, so it's like a quick menu in a way, even though there is a quick menu on the machine. But yeah, thank God I could do that, because that's fixed up the footage. Anyway, what I was saying was, with a GameCube controller, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 100% compatible. I mean, to be fair, removing all the extra buttons off of this, so it's exactly like this, on Mario Kart 8 for Wii U, it's pretty much the same thing, because as it cannot use the GameCube adapter, it can use class controllers, and using a PDP fight pad is basically just the same experience. So, it's like I'm still playing Mario Kart 8 original with the same controller. The only difference is, it's an actual GameCube controller and not a class controller dressed up to be a GameCube controller. So I think we'll do a couple matches on here and move on to the next game, because we are going to go through my entire Switch library, That includes all cartridge games as well as all downloads. Demos as well, if we can play them. And yeah, obviously on YouTube, once we finish a segment, I'll pretty much bring up my own version of like a comparison on terms of controls, like the basic 2 Joy-Con controls, because that encompasses all the buttons compared to a GameCube controller button layout. And if the game has customizable controls, I don't even need to do that, because we can work around it, so that's cool. So for like Isaac Afterbirth Plus, since it was on PC, you've got full customization options. The question is, does it have enough buttons? Yes, it does. So we'll just have to go with a slightly different layout than we would expect. Triple shroom. Use them all one after another to get the best boost out of it. There we go. Skillage in the village. Actually, I just realised Mario Kart 8 footage. Sometime. Oh wait, did I not try to upload a? Sorry, I'm just thinking ahead in terms of YouTube. I swear, when I was doing like a live stream before on this, when No, that was on the Wii U version, I think. Yeah, when I first streamed. Maybe for this part, maybe for when we're streaming this part. Oh no, wait, no, I can't because it's all rolled into one. God damn it! I don't know what I'm saying. I think what I'm trying to say is that when I first streamed this and I tried to upload it, I had to cut out the entirety of Mario Kart 8. But hopefully I'll be able to keep this in because I've got like the border now. Because I swear on the last time I did it, I didn't have the border. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'm normally quite good at getting past YouTube's annoying things. Not really. I mean, it's pretty much one-to-one when it comes to mapping the controls. I mean, L is L, R is R, Z R is Z, A is A, B is B, Y is Y, X is X. Left stick is C stick, right stick is control stick. The 4 face directional buttons is the control pad. Start is plus. It's doing it again. I was about to press home, it stopped glitching, that is awesome. I tell you, it's the black screens. You don't like them. Hello, Meryl! How you doing, my boy? We are playing with this. And we're not talking about the Wii U using this for a Wii remote. The actual genuine article. And it's literally one-to-one. Oh yes, Connor, I'd like to introduce you to Blue Hedgehog Man 17, or as he's known on Twitch as Shadow the Hedgehog 17. We've been doing a lot of stuff. He's actually quite a loyal subscriber, I will say that. Seen pretty much quite a lot of my recent stuff. And yeah, I've been helping out setting up streams for him, and yeah, did a decent Donkey Kong 64 Let's Play. And yeah, shouting one out right here. For right now, just a few more races online, just so I can like use the GameCube controller. I don't know if this puts anyone at a disadvantage because everyone's stuck with a Joy-Con, unless everyone is racing with the GameCube controller today that has the adapter. If that was the case, that wouldn't surprise me. I went off-road. Dang it. I don't know if I like this stage or not. I mean, I like how the gimmick of like all the perfect fruits show up, and that like gives you like effectively a mushroom upon driving over it, but it's a bit bland of a stage in my opinion. Oh, of course, use a mushroom, slow down, the complete opposite of what a mushroom is supposed to do. Thanks for making me waste my shroom, douche. Yeah, I'm taking a shortcut right here. I had a purple boost as well. Awesome. That's mine. Alright, let's do a massive power slide here because we've got the star to cut the corner. There we go. We get the purple. Or the pink. The magenta. I don't know. The fabulous boost. There we go. I do not want to be death stared by the Luigi. Leave me be, please. I should race as Luigi way more. I would have had a lot more death stare videos to milk. Nah. In fact, the amount of time that I was actually playing as Luigi to get a death stare video, it took that long just to get the first actual one because the camera angles just weren't in my favour to get a decent death stare video. And then all of a sudden I had about 4 in one. It was like 4 at once, and it was like, I think 2 of them were in the same Grand Prix, and that was right after that first one I did online, so I'm like, alright. By the way, if you click above my head, again with the cards, Mario Kart 8 original television. Now, actually, no, I might have the card for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe television because it's related to the game, the specific version of the game we're playing. Because we've got because at the end of every video it will have like a end card add-on for you to click to the previous series. Emprix. Oh my god, everything's here. Oh my god, I've missed so many. Let me choose a stage quickly. Okay. Game Boys, says Meryl. Hi guys. John. Hey Joe, didn't expect to see you here. It's cool, sweet. Saw your retweet, figured. Ew, they brought back mirror mode for online. Oh, what the hell is this? There's a button. There's a YouTube button. And I see the footage glitching again on stream. Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my god! I'll pause that. I don't want to get copyright straight. Okay, so that link in the video, that link in the chat, excuse me. Meryl's trolling us again, as per usual. Steve with a hang on, a diamond sword and SpongeBob shield, gliding with Buzz Lightyear in Breath of the Wild, approaching a Hinox that has been reskinned as Shrek. Apparently, emulating Breath of the Wild is no longer an issue on the emulator. I don't know what it's called. Not trying to promote it though. And actually no, isn't the WiiU still hackable? It could be just a direct hack model swap. But yeah, that's a lot of model hacks and retextures. I mean, I have seen one where you can like play as Woody. I've seen one where you can play as Woody. So that's pretty cool, because then when you're gliding with Buzz, it actually makes sense, because you're falling with style. And, I don't know. I probably not. I didn't play it that long. It probably didn't get picked up anyway, because I'm speaking pretty loudly here. Hope the Semu, is that what it's called? Where? What did I do? I know that it kicks you out after about 30 seconds of inaction, but what was I supposed to do there when I've already chosen my stage, waiting 30 seconds for the stage to load? Excuse me again, you penalised me for taking too long. Rude. Should we go to another game then? Emperor is my friend who streams to YouTube on Mondays. Ah, so you're the person I've been told about. Hello. But yeah, should I go to another game? I'm not too sure. Or shall I try again and go online? I've got 3 cartridges in this bag. Shiny. No flaps or anything like that. It just stores the games up here and store the console there, really. Alright, let's back out of this. Now the problem is no home button and no reset button on the console, so I'm going to have to grab this and my red Joy-Con and press home here. But that's fine, because then I can just go out of this and now we can navigate with this again. So that's perfectly fine. So just like with the SNES Classic, the NES Classic, you'll need a extra controller just to get back to the menu without getting up. In this case, there's no reset button on the system, so that's fine. Well, you folks want to know stuff and exit when I hear one. I don't know if I'm Southern. I might just be slurring my speech a lot. I don't know. I don't know what my accent is, to be fair. I'm kind of everything. I live in the UK. Nan and Greta were Irish. I watch a lot of YouTubers based in America, so maybe I picked it up from that, because I watch quite a lot of YouTube and not enough TV. That might be why. You're a mug! You are a mug, Meryl! Top bands. Top bands. So yeah, shall we go on with another game? We got Metal Slug 3, by the way, I will say right now, considering the map layout for NeoGeo games, they should be all 100% compatible, because I've tested this earlier. We got Kamiko, which is like a 2D Zelda-like game. I remember doing that before. SnipperClips. Actually, you know what? In this intermission, I'll show off SnipperClips right now. And there's a reason why. There was a massive reason why. The thing about SnipperClips is that they intend for you to use both Joy-Cons and play 2-player to get through. You can use one Joy-Con and just switch between 2 characters to get through the game. So if you haven't got a mate for whatever reason, or if you just want to make a bit more progress, you can do that. But doesn't work. So yeah, South of England. Well, yeah, I guess it's South of England. Yeah, kind of like in the northeast London area. Oh, East London, probably that better. But notice that the lights now have completely changed on here. They expect me to play with this. If I go back to the menu here, and I have to use it this way, which is super bloody annoying. If I go to controllers here, see, this doesn't even count. But if I do activate it, it does count as something completely different. Problem is, if I try to go back into the game with this controller, I still can't navigate. So let's just say, for example, I want to play this game. So I'll just do this. And go in here. And I want to go pair Joy-Con. This game uses a single Joy-Con. So using two at once doesn't work. Using a Pro controller, a USB controller, or even the GameCube controller because it registers as USB, they don't work. And the only way you can play with both Joy-Cons is if you slot them into the machine and take it portable. That's really the only way you can play the game. So this game, 0% compatible with the GameCube controller. So there you go. So let's just forget. Right, back up, back up, back up. Ugh. There we go. Press home. That's annoying. What now did I press? I don't even know who's on there. I'll check that later. Right, change grip order, because now I need to fix this. There we go. Now I can activate that again. Back that up, back that up. Actually, no, I think I want the other controller first. Yeah, change grip order. Because otherwise some things may not work properly. What the hell? Activate them both. There we go. Alright, that's it. Okay, sweet. So that is the reason why we can't play SnipperClips. That just flat out doesn't work. So let's close that down. Do you remember Bunbury TV and Brooks' Expensive in 2? Bunbury TV? I forget. Is that... No, that's not Dr. Virtual, is it? It's something completely different. Problem is, with people that I don't know that often, I kind of mix up names. It's kind of get confused. It's not Dr. Virtual, I know that much. Can't really remember. Sorry about that. Try that. I triggered that a few times with Zelda. Plus and minus? What do you mean? Oh, you mean instead of L and R? That might be one. But yeah, shall we try Zelda then? Shall we go to Breath of the Wild, see how that plays? Oh yeah. I remember now. That was the previous group call that we did. Don't know if you also heard, but the new update also adds wireless headphone support, but doesn't have a native Bluetooth emitter, so a Bluetooth dingle is needed. I think you mean dongle. Or USB wireless headphones, which usually comes with an antenna. Yeah, that's a bit weird, to be fair, because you say that it doesn't have a native Bluetooth emitter. These run on Bluetooth, Meryl. I'm pretty sure, because I believe I was able to connect these to my laptop through just a standard Bluetooth connection. It's not 100% supported, I think there's a bit of a delay, but it does work. There's a couple of times in Zelda where I brought up the controller screen in-game by pressing minus. Oh! Okay. Well, you know what, we'll go to Zelda and test that out then. So let me get up and just switch the cartridge in the console. The cartridge in the console. Alright, so Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is interesting to play with this, to say the least. because using either a basically using the two Switch Joy-Cons or a Pro Controller, pretty much the same thing. We use this. I don't know why that came up for some reason. I already had a controller already. But yeah, yeah, I'll just go into my normal file for now. This was the file that we did the launch live stream on, by the way. Was it the launch live stream? Yeah, I think it was. There's no menu for syncing a wider speaker. It has to be done with something like a dongle. Ah, okay. That seems a little bit dumb, to be fair. Because that means if you want to use headphones with it and it's a USB dongle, you have to use it in the dock. But then again, that's kind of a thing. You can only enjoy this at home. You can't take it with you. Which makes sense. But you know what I mean. So, yeah. So, as I was saying, with Breath of the Wild, if I pause and go all the way this way, it uses every single button of the Joy-Cons or Pro Controller. We're missing a few buttons. SMT5 is also going to be a Switch exclusive. SMT5. I don't know what that is. Sorry, but I'll get back to that in a moment. But yeah, as we can see, it uses every single possible button of the two Joy-Cons or a Pro Controller. We are missing a few functions. We cannot press the left or right analog sticks, or in this case, the control stick and the C stick. We can't press them in, so that means we lose the crouch function, and we lose the scope function to place beacons wherever we look in first person. Plus, we're also missing a ZL button, so funnily enough, we can't ZL target. I cannot focus the camera behind me. And in doing so, we also lose the ability to use our shield. So I can attack with Y, but I can't use my shield for anything. And that also means I cannot parry, because I can't block in the first place to press A to bash. And the biggest issue of all, we cannot shield surf. You cannot shield surf with a GameCube controller. I know, it's a travesty. So I'm not going to go into the yeah, I'm not going to go into the Child with a Sword. But there's also another problem. I can turn the camera around with the C-stick, but in terms of travel, I can't access the Sheikah Slate operating system at all. I can't access the Sheikah Slate except for runes. I can access runes, I can chuck it, I can blow it up, I can change my runes and all that, but I can't access the map for warping, so I can't fast travel. I can't access the Compendium to set, like, to keep track of my progress or whatnot. I can't check my album to search for, you know, just have a look at my album or search for hidden memories. I cannot, what's the other one? Oh yeah, and I can't, like, modify my search beacon. That's kind of a thing as well. So I can't, like, do anything of the sort with the Sheikah Slate. To be fair, you don't need it. You don't need it. It just means that if I want to walk all the way to Death Mountain, I'm going to literally have to hotfoot it. And because I'm in the Lost Woods, it's going to take me an even longer while to do just that. So that's kind of a problem. Oh, Shin Megami Tensei 5. Oh, okay. I didn't bring my TV to uni, but I can plug the Switch to my monitor. But if I get speakers when docked, I can plug in the auxiliary cord, it would work fine. Big weapons only. Don't know how I feel about that. Why is the footage frozen on the stream? Oh, wait. Okay, it just lagged out for a minute. Okay. I'm thinking about saying the Wii U version, getting the Switch version once I get the console. Roses are red, violets are blue, Tony Hawk's scripts. Excuse me? No. I'm not a Tony Hawk's person. Even though I do like myself a bit of shield surfing, which I cannot do with this. So I'm kind of stuck here. I can't really do anything, and going into the Child with the Sword is kind of suicidal. So if I want to access anything Sheikah Slate worthy, oh, by the way, we can't use the amiibo stuff either because of stuff. Excuse me. I need to use the right Joy-Con, so I have to access them both. So I have to literally switch the controller by pressing L and R rapidly. if they want to even connect, because for some reason they don't want to. There we go. That was delayed. Now I can press minus with the blue, and now I can warp. So, what was I forgetting before? Oh no, it was just the Compendium. Okay, I wasn't forgetting it. Oh yeah, the Hero's Path mode. You can't check that either. So let's just say we want to go to there, and then after we warp with one controller, we can continue playing with this controller. So that's the problem. If you want to fast travel, you have to use another controller because this lacks a select button. So this game is playable to a point. You're just a little bit gimped to what you can do. You can use the Sheikah Slate, but you can't access its menus. You can't use your shield, even if you have one equipped. And yeah, you can't crouch, so you can't sneak. Unless the DLC is Switch exclusive, I don't know if it's highly worth it. The game's pretty similar apart from handheld. Well, normally when they port games to GameCube, they to Switch, excuse me, they normally include everything, like all the DLC and whatnot. For example, when they there's a pot here just lying here. Break that. But yeah, I'm just exploring the Northern Ranch right now. Excuse me, you can go die now. I can't target you, but I can still kill you. And that dude spawned in a most stupid place, so you're dead now, buddy. Fuck off. Wait, you're not dead? Oh, you are dead. Okay. But yeah, what was it? What was I going to say? Why can't I hit you? That's weird. I'm trying to target! See, I'm trying to censor the camera behind me. I'm trying to target, and it's not happening. I just drop a bomb instead. Hey, if you want to come over this way, buddy, I'll blow you up that bomb. Come on! Approach me! Yeah. Oh, I missed! Oops. I just tried to... Oh yeah, we don't have gyro sensor either. That's a problem. So I got to use the C stick to aim. So I just tried to move my controller, but I couldn't. Ow! Damn it, I didn't want to waste an arrow. I'll pick up all your arrows then. To be fair, the Fury attack is too good, shields are relatively useless. Yeah, but I can't do flurry attacks either because I can't target, so I can't dodge. And therefore, I'm kind of gimped, so... I've lost most of my combat options, to be fair. All I've got is a 4-hit, like a 4 horizontal swipe, the spin attack, or, you know, jumping with X and then slashing like that. So... it just became morning. I was going to go ride the horse. That didn't happen. You just spawned in front of me. What the hell? Magical birds. Alright then. Don't know what that was all about. Oh, these pots have now spawned in. What's going on here? Things are just spawning in. But yeah, thankfully, by pressing pause, that's plus, so we still have access to all our equipment. We can eat if we're going to take more damage, so that kind of counteracts shields and not being able to parry and whatnot. But if I was going to fight a Lionel, that ain't happening. I prefer to have some health with a more stamina, TBH. I'm kind of against that, to be fair, because the thing is, you can, if you max out your health, you'll never max out on stamina. And no matter how much stamina you have, having temporary stamina wheels, you still won't have max. But when you try to eat anything that gives you temporary health, if you already have max health, that's wasted. The way I see it is that you want to have 3 stamina wheels at max. And then when you have the additional 2 stamina wheels, you've got a maximum of 5 stamina wheels. For hearts, it's always a maximum of 30, so I go for the 27, and then I just fill the other 3 from a hearty radish. Because if you cook a hearty radish, for example, you'll get a full heal plus 3 hearts. I mean, look at this. Plus 5, plus 3, and it's always a full recovery. So if you cook like a hearty radish or something, you'll get 1 temporary heart plus a full recovery. Because it's got to go all the way in order to add the extra 1. Which is game-breaking, to be fair. But, another thing is with Mipha's Grace, the elephant divine beast that's in my HUD right now. If I die, I get a full heal plus 5 temporary hearts. And those 5 temporary hearts would be wasted if I had max health. So I'm still benefiting from the full lot. And that means I'm always at max health, even with temporary hearts. And yeah, just benefit from all that. Let's see if I can find myself a hightail lizard. There's one! Got him. I heard a rumour now that GameCube controllers are usable on the Switch, that virtual console games that might be coming. I strongly doubt that GameCube VC games will be added. No, Nintendo did say that they are considering GameCube, and if GameCube does happen, they would put on Super Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion. I do remember that being said, it's just, when is it going to happen? And if GameCube games come along, because they said if they can get it to work, how would it be handled? Well, now that this does work in docked mode, I don't think there's any excuse. Because you can find these for cheap. And there are plenty of third-party adapters out there. And plus, that would also give Nintendo an excuse to actually put them in decent quantity, like they did with the Super NES Classic. And, you know, re-release the NES Classic, they might as well re-release this. But instead of having the Wii U logo on there, they could, you know, have the Switch logo on there. Or if they don't mind the Wii U logo being there, to cut down prices. I mean, if you remember, with the Switch Wi-Fi LAN adapter, it was pretty much the same as the Wii U and the Wii adapter, but it had the Switch logo on it, and it was more expensive because of it. Because it was technically more newer. So, is that a hardy radish? If it is, I'm grabbing it. By the way, if you want to know why I put my warp here, is because I feel like this should have been a location to warp to, because it is effectively Longhorn Ranch from Ocarina of Time. There is no question. So, I don't really know what I want to do in this game, to be fair. I mean, I guess I could look for Koroks. I was debating if I want to do like a live stream and try and get all 900 Koroks, because I've got 330 on this file. That is right, isn't it? Don't tell me I have to hit a loading screen. But yeah, I haven't got maximum equipment space yet, so I don't know what I want to do. Oh, I see a Guardian. I'm not fighting a Guardian. I can't target, I can't parry, I'm not going to bother. It's not worth my time. Saying the GameCube controller came on Wii U didn't have virtual console. Since the controller support was added quietly rather than marketing would be able to be games. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is about the reason why this GameCube controller thing has blown up, and the reason why I wanted to do a live stream on it is because I'm going to walk to another location. So yeah, you're right. Pressing pressing plus and minus does make the screen appear correctly. But yeah, I would assume that oh, that felt a bit weird. Okay. Okay, now I'm playing with the GameCube controller. It feels like the Joy-Cons have a little bit of input lag with this game. I felt really weird trying to move for a second there. Then again, it may be the analog stick. My left analog stick's a little janky. But yeah, I can now access this, and I can go warp into an actual place. You know what, let's go in a Hyrule Castle. Bugger it. Yeah, what was I trying to get to? I lost my trail of thought. Oh yeah, about the GameCube emulation. Because it was not even in the patch notes of version 4.0, which was, you know, adding the capture feature as well as the headphones. They didn't say anything about supporting GameCube, and it didn't support GameCube before, as far as I'm aware. So now that people are aware, maybe it was added, but they didn't actually make it public, and it was like in beta or something. And they may be like sprucing it up for the next update to coincide with Virtual Console releasing on eShop, perhaps. It's just in the operating system's update files because they're working on it. But from what I can tell, it works perfectly fine. I mean, obviously some games won't work, but maybe it's because they're waiting for... Or maybe they're working on, like, updates for all their current games so that you can change your button combinations, maybe, so it would work 100% with all games. It's like a completely different control option, maybe? I don't know. But to be fair, we don't need it to be 100% compatible, but it would be nice. Wii U to be able to emulate the Wii if it had a chip in it. It's probably some input delay with the air compared to the wire. Wired connections are always the better option, to be fair. There's no mistake in that. No, go back over there. No. Yeah! There we go. I'll take it. Got a blue rupee, it's fine. Hello. I heard you like books. Oh, I can't use the gyro sensor to put it away. I have to push it myself. Yeah, learn to read. There we go, dead. Just literally crushed him. Bonk. Give me all that. So, what else to say, really? Pretty much already explained what I can do, because I can't do a lot of stuff. Oh, Aaron, you are watching! I was wondering if you were actually going to join. Could go back to America and do some two-player races, but he said no. How do I get through that malice? I forget. Or can't I not even get through that malice? You bugger! I would attack you if I could. In fact, you know what? I will. I'll do that, and then I'll give you a sword beam. Hidooski! Hidooski! Ow! Right, you're a mug. Physical attacks do more damage than mine. There we go. Just wasting all the durability. Doesn't matter though, I have triple the amount now, listen to me here. In fact, hang on. No, it's still at 60. That's weird. Okay. Because I haven't completed the trial of the sword. I think I've only done about 2 of the 3. Oh no! Leave me be! It's funny how the Hylian shield in this game counts as like an electrical conductor, and yet in Skyward Sword it was immune. Way to lie about the game. It's pretty much the same shield as well. No! That is an interesting challenge, but no, I'm not doing that. No, I don't want to do that. I want to see that work. That does actually work. Alright. I think the beam uses a lot more durability, though. That's kind of a problem. Oop. Oh! Yes, please. I like the muns. There's a lot of muns Contend really accepts. Break the pot, you moron. There we go. If only you could do other slashes than just horizontal. Makes you wonder why this was like this link wasn't appointed, like Zelda's appointed knight. Cause it's like all you know to do is swipe. I mean, yes, that's what you would do with a sword, but it's like you don't know any other way to swing the damn thing. Look at Ocarina of Time. You had like the side swipes. You could even do slashes like that if you moved at a certain angle while doing it. Got horizontal, you got vertical. Got stabs. This dude only knows how to do this. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm done here. There's not really much else I can do really other than hunting with Koroks, and I'm not in the mood for that. I've pretty much done everything else that I wanted to in the game. Bloody hell's sake. There we go. So when I hold it in front of my face, it normally works a lot better. It's odd. I'm holding L&R. Thank you. Thank you. That was weird. Alright, exit the game. It'll be fine. Auto saves. Yay, not be a Facebook person, my guys. Alright, so, what game shall we do next? Showing all this off. But yeah, about the DK bongos. Obviously, they plug into the GameCube adapter. They will work, but in terms of compatibility, well, I doubt they're going to actually do like any sort of compatibility with that, unless, you know, if the GameCube Virtual Console comes out with Donkey Konga 1, 2 and the Japanese 3, maybe the American versions of 1, 2, to release a trilogy. Me and Aaron have talked about that before, because like the Japanese version of Donkey Konga 1, the American version of Donkey Konga 1, and the European / PAL version of Donkey Konga 1 all have different soundtracks. Same with Donkey Konga 2, 3 different versions, all different soundtracks. Donkey Konga 3 only came out in Japan. If they do like a trilogy release with all of the lists compiled into one, you can still play them with these controllers and, you know, like a normal rhythm game. But if you have the bongos, there you go, an extra bonus for you. So that would be actually something really good to have on GameCube VC, or just release them as an HD compilation, all 3 at once. That'd be pretty sweet. Fates. Oh, well, I did get a topaz out of it. Normally you would just get flint. Yeah, I guess we could do some Fates. Just pop it in the machine. When it comes to the bongos, in the games that they're specially made for, that's a button, that's a button, that's a different input altogether, and clap's another input. But that's it, it only has 4 inputs. Even though I have seen the completionist, Gerard the completionist, apparently the bongos have like that one little line, and it's like 2 little like separate buttons. They count, but they're both the same buttons in the games that they're developed for. But they count, basically each bongo has 2 buttons. They just count as the same button, but with like homebrew stuff you can like map them to different things. But all in all, the bongos only have 4 inputs plus the pause button. So that's 5 inputs actually. But I don't know how most games will treat pressing both of them at once, because I guess the game's like, oh, you press left and right, you've pressed both inputs for that one input. There you go. So maybe that only counts as those 2 inputs as like both at once. I don't know. It's weird. What's this? Ginger Bobot. What are you posting now, Meryl? A GameCube dance map, and it's the Mario Megamix one. Well, if a map has enough buttons, maybe, but that'd be a bit odd to play. So the right bongo doesn't correspond to a button, the B button. Yeah. But basically, take this entire controller, for example. I believe... Actually, no, hang on. It might be even better if I just grab... How much of a pain in the butt is it going to be to grab? Very big of a pain in the butt. Okay, so as far as I can remember... For bongos, one half the controller is one bongo, the other half the controller is another bongo. So if you want to go blah, 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 you either have to mash or twiddle the control sticks. DDR is life. I know what that is a reference to. That's a reference to Catacrus. Catacrus! Oh, we got an... Oh, okay. I don't really want a habit of people advertising their channels unless I shout them out, but I've already shout you out, so it's fine. Dance map might work for Puyo. Oh, well, you know what? We'll do Fates first, because that'll take a while, then we'll go to Puyo. Or shall I do Puyo first? You know what? I'll do Puyo first, then we'll do Fates. Mainly because Puyo, I've only got the demo. But really, the demo's all you need. Unless you want to play through the story and have all the other modes, that's fine. But having swap mode is basically like the Dr. Mario Tetris game on Super Nintendo. It's like the Megamix version. And obviously, you know, you get 2 games in one, and every time you complete a match, it just knocks you back to the top of the screen. So that really, this is all I need. Wait, excuse me. That was weird. It wouldn't take any inputs from over there, but now it is.
Sega Tetris.
Alright. Oh, now I can't press buttons again. What the hell? Oh, this is registering as number 1. They've switched. Ha! I caught myself. Yeah, they've swapped around. That is weird. Excuse me. This first, because I entered the game with this. So why did they go to this as player 1? That doesn't normally happen. Maybe that's why it's like not listed. It may still be in beta and it's a bit buggy on keeping your controller active during loading a game, maybe? That might be something, but I haven't had that problem until now, and of course it's on stream, so let's get past that demo again. There we go, I'm pressing A again now, it's responding.
Sega. Tetris.
There we go! Must have lost connection and then overwrit for some reason. Bongos might work for Puyo. I'm not getting out the bongos! You don't know how much shit I have in this cupboard here. There's like a bunch of other collectible boxes on top of my Donkey Kong Jungle Beat bongos. So, I'm not doing that.
The reason why it wasn't working is because it's one of those multiplayer games, and that was player 2.
Yeah, but I went through the game with this, so that should have.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it would reassign it.
I've never had that issue before. I tested out my whole entire library before the stream, so. And that's why I decided I wanted to do the stream to show it all off. I've got a lot of Smash content, including some matches with you. Yeah, we've had quite a few matches before. I'm going to do swap. So this game is 100% compatible because all you need really, in fact, if I back up here, I can actually show the control on the screen here. So if I go here, there we go. So there's our little diagram. I'll probably get a print screen of that for obvious reasons. So yeah, left stick, move the blocks, press A to rotate it right, press B to rotate it left, L or R. You don't even need ZL or ZR, so that's cool. And obviously plus or minus to pause the game. So this is 100% compatible. There's literally no issue with that.
My time to shine.
I'm always this dude. I'm always T because he's got that like chakra on with him. Why does Ringo have an apple? I don't know. Settings. There's always one thing I need to change.
Great, I'm watching you play.
You're actually joining in proper now.
Yeah.
Any reason? You actually want to play with?
Well, that, but I don't think you've done Isaac yet.
No, we haven't.
Well, I would like to do it on my account so I can.
Oh, you want to play Isaac?
Yeah.
Alright, Aaron's joining in on the stream. You want to grab your chair because you're not actually on screen.
Yeah. I was thinking about.
Because you said you didn't want to join earlier, so I just went on by myself. And then you joined in the chat, and then you're in here now. I can actually hear myself in your room.
Yeah, I got a bit of an echo going.
You gonna turn it off in your room, or just gonna leave it on?
I'm just gonna leave it.
Thanks for the view, I guess. Actually, you can use the other GameCube controller if you want. You don't even need this. Who needs Joy-Cons anymore? So now we're actually going to have some two on two GameCube gameplay. I might actually have to move the camera a little bit more now. I know you're covering up all my stuff from behind you.
As soon as I sit down, I'm going to go to the Sorry.
I'll go to Fates for a moment. Nah, you know what? I'll just play it. I'll just play a match right now for now.
My time to shine.
I'm here.
Alright, so at least so yeah, okay, the controls actually appear here, so I'll probably just take a screenshot of this instead then. You know, for the edit version on YouTube. Aha!
Puyo, engage.
Right, so it's just usual Puyo Puyo. A to switch one way, B to switch another way.
There.
And I just normally press the A button to switch anyway, so even if I was very limited on buttons, that would be an issue. Yeah, I don't normally hold pieces anyway. I just feel like I just don't use that function. I know I should, but I just don't. I don't know why.
There.
Why was I not placing it? That was weird.
There.
Ah! Okay. I'm gonna pop you there. Oh no, I don't want that block to go there. That's a bad position. That sucks. Yeah, if you notice how I was dropping the blocks, I tapped up to drop them fast, but for some reason on Puyo you can't do that, and that was my analog stick. But that actually worked out for the best, so I can't do that. Pop that there. I'm not the best for Puyo Puyo, I'm more better on Tetris. I know I slipped up at the start, but that was my plan. That was my plan all along, you don't know. Look at that, how neat. Boosh! There we go, there's the Tetris. Punched her in the face. Yeah, and mostly when it comes to Tetris, they only can go in 2 different ways anyway most of the time, so just mashing the button normally helps regardless. I did not really think that. When that timer comes up, I just misplace my blocks and that annoys me. Okay, they don't actually land, that's kind of fair. So if I do want to keep that block, I need to make it land. That's fair. The Puyo Puyo though, not really, because it doesn't utilize that much. Yeah, see, look, it switched, but all those chains were actually going off. Oop. No! What are you doing? Can I get a long? Oh, I'm getting one. There we go. Boosh! Tetris! I'll pop that one there. That one there. That one. Yeah, you can go there. Oh, well, she died. Yep, take some apples to the head. I have a chakra arm, don't know what that's for, but considering that we're making puzzles, but there you go. And of course it just says PuyoPuyoTetris because as a full version I can't make my profiles or keep scores. Holding is so good for Tetris. Hold a long piece, fill in 4 rows without leaving a column, then something long for full Tetris. Yeah, I know, I realise that, but full blocks don't seem to come when I need them, and when I do get them, I can normally set them up for later ones anyway, so I don't know. Puyo Puyo Kitty Edition. Indicators show where your beams, turbonos will land. Tetrominos will land, excuse me. Puzzle game's been my least favourite, but I have played Puzzle League for the N64. We do have that. Is that actually in the system? No, it's Stadium in the system. Sega!
Sega!
Tetris!
Tetris!
We're not going to shout Puyo Puyo though. It's kind of funny how they made like this kind of crossover though, because it's like I said, they've done it before with like Dr. Mario and Tetris on the Super Nintendo, and now we've got PuyoPuyoTetris, and yeah, that's Puyo Puyo is Sega's thing, because they did Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which is like pretty much the same thing. It's kind of weird.
Sega! Tetris.
But yeah, I'm gonna just go into no, not solo play. I'm gonna go into multiplayer play, but I'm gonna wait for Aaron. And I did not mean to click that. That's just my control stick being a bit sensitive on this game. There we go. So I'm gonna wait here. I'm obviously gonna cut this bit out for YouTube purposes when Aaron comes back in. But you know, God, we've been going on for an hour already. It doesn't feel like I've played that much. I'm not very good with Puyo Puyo, and I played Dr. Mario. Yeah, it's effectively the same thing. They just gave it a Puyo. It's basically just giving it a Sonic the Hedgehog TV show coat of paint, because let's be fair, the designs were based off of the TV show. And yeah, that's like the only game that was based off of the TV show. It's kind of weird. And I'm not talking about the Saturday night morning version, because that was actually the better version. It was also more darker. Jesus. But yeah. Probably going to cut now. Surprised by the Mean Bean boss in Sonic Mania. You do something, you have to. You can have it unlocked in the extra menu. Yeah, I can't remember how you unlock it, but it is used as a tiebreaker in multiplayer, so you can still play it that way. As long as you don't die. Oh, I didn't see this link here. What's this link? Meryl, you and your visual gags. You don't need Streamlabs to display the chat. Yeah, I'm not using that. I'm using display Twitch. I think it's called Twitch Chat via HTML5, and I got that off of the built-in Steam. Not Steam. What's it? Yeah, Twitch Chat Viewer via HTML5 widget from the Get More Sources screen of XSplit. You go in at XSplit, then you click get more sources in sources, and then you just type in Twitch Viewer or something, and then it comes up with that. You just install it, and then you just have it as a source to choose from. I may not have to cut that out after all. Just a little pause. Put an advert there instead. I don't know. Right, you ready now?
Yep, sorry for that hiatus. Hiatus.
Hiatus?
I don't know. I meant to say hiatus.
Are you English?
How do I English?
How do you English, my boys?
Mr. Krabs, hello. Do you how do?
Do you how do? Just check that one out. Magic!
Wait, shouldn't that... Where's it?
What?
Joy-Cons. Oh, shouldn't those be off? Don't know...
No, you should. As long as you press the button on your controller, it should work that way.
Yeah, but when it says... Yeah, you can't do 2 players.
Why? Through the one input. That's awesome. Alright, swap?
Yeah.
Swap!
I mean, why would we do, like, a normal thing?
Oh no. There we go.
I normally play as this guy. See.
Oh. Why's he got oddly coloured eyes?
An
One's blue, one's red.
An edgy look. An edgy look.
Yeah, but I like this dude because he's all purple and he's got
And he
this
just
chuckle.
And that guy that you're highlighting just so happened to be the main character.
Yeah,
Or
no.
one of the main characters, this is the other.
Yeah, obviously. I normally have him as my
So
type normal.
So I guess you could say that this type is... This side is all about Puyo, and this side's all about Tetris.
Yeah, it's kind of funny as well because like obviously we don't. The characters don't really mean anything. It's just visual flair. But
Let's do this.
I mean, maybe they have different like story modes or something. But of course, I'm not bothered.
No,
with that. I
it's
just
one
play.
story.
I just play for the puzzle. So the demo is perfectly fine for me.
I like how it only shows controls for those two.
Yeah, but you know, the 2 Joy-Con setup is the same as the Pro controller setup, and as you can tell, 100% compatibility. My stomach is rumbling. Hungary.
Do you remember the fun times we had with Dr. Mario Tetris?
I'm using the hold function, guys. Yeah, I know. We did a big boost on your channel.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put this. You know what? No. I can't. How do I get rid of a hold item? So I couldn't swap it. How do I use the hold?
I don't know.
So I wanted to swap it, but I couldn't even get it out.
In case people didn't know, I feel like the first version of Puyo was Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. So that's pretty much the same game.
Yeah, I already said that when you were in the loo. It's like, but why did they like change it? Is it so that it would make it public or popular or whatnot? And then they decided, hey, it's popular enough that we're going to call it by its proper name.
And if you
But then wouldn't that alienate
Yes,
what we didn't know?
I don't know. Yeah, if you looked at the bottom side of our screens, it would have said that like the things would have disappeared, which means that they wouldn't register.
Holding the buttons down. I don't know how to access my hold item. I can put one in there, but I can't get it out.
No, you press the button again.
Sign. Guess we're swapping.
You know what I'm doing? I'm pressing Y. I'm supposed to press L1. I'm an idiot.
Huh?
No, but wait, no, I pressed L before. I pressed R before, excuse me, and it wouldn't swap it out or get it out. Because I wanted to put another block away, or swap it for the block that I already had in hold. It wouldn't do either. Maybe I wasn't pressing it.
There.
Oh, right.
Guess we're
I can't swap it to the same block, okay. Okay, I've wasted that, but I can put that one away.
How's that?
That's fine. It's fine, I derped. I didn't press the button properly, my fault.
There.
So let's fix this mess.
Okay.
No.
Ah, shit.
Sign.
Run off.
Guess we're swapping.
There. There.
I like how you get like an accordion version of the Tetris thing.
There.
Very Francis.
Yeah, we'll never forget the original though.
I don't think anyone will forget it. See, look at this. Now I'm getting all these long pieces, and yet I don't need them yet.
That's what happens with Tetris.
I know, but I've got one in hold, and I'm still not having like a good time placing it. Let's do that. Stop. Oh no! I wasted a long.
Guess we're swapping.
I didn't place it quick enough. That's the worst.
It'll just disappear.
Yeah, I know, but that means it's wasted, and that's like the worst thing.
There.
I like how I played a very good game when you were gone, and then when you come in, it's like, oh, I'm going to use the hold function, I'm going to experiment again.
Well,
just like I do in my Let's Plays, and it screws me over.
We didn't really go to like the settings or whatever.
I've screwed myself over because, like, I haven't got a decent enough build here. I'm not even looking at your screen, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I actually won. As soon as I say that, I'm not even too sure. I look at the other side of the screen, and just like,
I never
oh,
back
okay.
down.
Again? Fuckers off.
No.
Oh, what's now posting now?
Sega.
Oh, Puyo and Mean Bean Machine wikis.
Do you think we should swap?
Tetris.
But you were going to be playing the game in, you know.
Yeah, but it's a versus mode, so we can't do that anyway.
Fine, swap on the next game.
You what? Ah, no.
That's fine. Play as the same guys. This guy's like a ladybug for some reason. Oh, why is it around your legs?
Because it is. Oh my god, my belly is not stopping the rumbles! Re-released Puyo Puyo for the Mega Drive and the Game Gear. The Game Gear Puyo Puyo contains an English version named Puzzlo Kids. Which these guys must be. These must be the Puzzlo Kids. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, I'm not gonna spend too much time on reading it. I've got a stream to do!
We're starting on this.
How do I get back and show you Puyo Master poses to I would be fond of Puzzle League. Yeah, not the theme of this stream, to be fair. I could do. This is showing playing Switch games that I have with GameCube Controller. So not today. Yes, first item I want to hold. I keep pressing Y on it.
No.
Why did it not land? Right, I'm going to slide that down, pop that there, and dizzle. For shizzle, diddly dizzle. Okay. Yes! No! Aha! Nice. Double take.
Guess we're swapping.
Aha!
There.
Did
Oh,
you
double
see
take.
that?
How's that?
You blocked up my blue! Douche! Oh, I'm not happy with that. I'm doing this. No, I didn't do it. I know.
Oh!
Oh, I've got a plan, actually, on that
Guess
one.
we're swapping.
On Puyo Puyo. That is not what I wanted to do. My controller snafu.
Hang on. Boom!
No. No, why did it place? I didn't press down!
How's that?
And now I'm back. What the hell just happened there?
Guess
I
we're
think I might have pressed the wrong button and I didn't realise. Oh my god, now I'm getting destroyed.
swapping.
I would have been fine if the thing wanted to work the way it's supposed to. Right, get all these blues.
There.
Plan still worked. It's just delayed.
Oh.
It's fine.
Start new.
I've got a sequel coming out, it's fine. If I can get rid of that red. Right. Swap it.
Swapping.
Change it. Drop it. Got it. Force it to dead. And now he's found the king of the wonder.
Cuban
How's
P.
that?
That was a mask reference for you. No.
There.
I don't know what it's called.
Swapping.
Oh, come on.
There.
Oh,
No.
what?
What? Nice.
How did you turn that around?
I don't know, to be fair. I was just placing blocks. It's because of the Tetris. I actually got the button correct, so I was actually able to place it properly. Hello, Painkiller Free, or Panini Killer. Excuse me. Sorry, I've mispronounced. I didn't see the I and out. The I and I. How? Oh my god! How do you use Nintendo GameCube controllers? Need to know what magic this is. That's the whole point of the stream, buddy. Right. Get your Switch docked, then get your Mayflash or official Wii to GameCube adapter, plug it in, and have at it. Experiment. Obviously, some buttons are missing, but PuyoPuyoTetris, 100% compatible.
Right, that was...
Yeah, Switch Update 4.0.0. Not in the release patch, actually, not in the patch notes. This was hidden. This was discovered. You done?
That was 2 out of 3.
How about 3 out of 5?
No.
Never game?
No.
Okay, we'll just end the stream.
I didn't know what you meant by another game.
Well, you said that you were done here, so we'll just go to the next game, which was going to be Fates.
Puyo.
Oh yeah, please. Okay. Home button needed. Because I said we were going to do Fates after. So. Gonna dash Amazon. Holy shit!
Marvelous.
Holy shit! Mel was like pouring some salt. You and your visual jokes. Being a right troll today. After Fates do Metal Slug 3. Alright then. We can do that. We can use our own controllers. We don't need Joy-Cons.
No.
You what? He's being a troll as well now.
Just
Can people stop trolling my streams!
Oh yeah, once we were at,
Actually, if Kieran... Actually, I was thinking about something. If Kieran is streaming at this point, and we have enough people, shall we raid him? He doesn't have any of Proton John's countermeasures, so I'll say that much. He like keeps that on an extra C.
but I was going to say, when we were at Gavin's party, I kept doing this.
Why are you doing that on camera? Embarrassing me.
No, I'm trolling you.
You what?
Why does everything say new? Is there like...
Because I've got so many new things to get through. I think I'm going to play as... Nero Claudia... No, I'm going to play as Tomoe no Mae because she's frisky. Oh, I have to actually choose my enemy? What the hell? I didn't know I could choose her as my enemy! I can't even play as her because she's the... Spoilers. Before I spoil that completely, I could have a doppelganger. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to do free battle. That's a bit too intense right there. I'm just going to go in a story mode and do an EX or something. Just get one stage EX. Kieran's most certainly not streaming. Also, I don't know how to rate people. You just go into their chat and then you just like spam the one thing I tell you to put in. That's how you rate people. Just fill up their chat with nonsense. Yeah, we don't need to know how her cookie is because oh right. You guys don't need to see this. You guys don't need to see that. Supposed to say this game, it's a 18+ visual novel with 16+ gameplay, and they give it the 16+
until you get monetized.
Demonetized. It's fine. Detained. Detained. Okay, so no, just the battle stage. It's fine. Yeah, normal because I need to do it. Get me into the game, please. Alright, so all the buttons are the same. Empress, excuse me. Right,
Oh yeah, could we swap?
oh yes. Right, so let me pause for a little bit. Right, so let me go with the controllers for a moment. The controls that I'm missing is a ZR, which allows me to use a special move that requires those 3 little chips next to that green energy bar. I have to go around the level and collect those chips in order to use that attack with ZR, excuse me. So if I don't find those chips, that's a button I can live without. Perfectly fine. But I cannot click in the analog sticks, so I can't target an enemy servant. They're the main people that you play as. So I can't target those. So camera's going to be a little bit chaotic when I'm trying to twiddle with the C stick. Twiddle. And another button that I'm missing is the minus button, which allows me to effectively use a move to double my stats, effectively. So it could double the amount of little blue gauges that are underneath the green bar, as well as double the green bar itself. But I don't use that often, so that don't bother me. And what else am I missing? I think that's all I'm missing. Yeah, I think that's all I'm missing. So this game is playable. Definitely playable, it's just that you'll miss out on a couple of skills that you would normally be able to use, but that's not that big of an issue. But then again, because, you know, the GameCube controllers have very clicky L and R buttons, you're going to hear this every time I want to dash around. Because that's how you move fast in this game. Right? So, I need to take it in a second more.
Animated titties. Or
Titties, that's what it's called, yeah. So what I need to do is look at some glitches.
You're going to save up allowance.
Ah, here we go.
They're like mini Dioxyses.
They are effectively. They're just like grunts. Oh, here. So what I'm doing is I'm capturing a vacant. It's very Dynasty Warriors-esque, like compared to Hyrule Warriors, because that's the only one I played. Picture every room as a keep, but when there's like an aggressive plant or something, that is like a spawner for more troops. So that's like an outpost within the keep, even though the enemies like will spawn inside the keep anyway. So it's like they generate like more bosses, and you have to take out more bosses to take the area out. I'm not finding this glitchy.
You know that when you said that Minecraft is now like multi-platform or whatever it is, that
Where is this glitchy bit? Yeah, I'm still listening.
You know when you said that Minecraft can be like connected to other versions like Xbox 2, PS4.
PS4 is exempt,
Well,
but every other version is
that's because it's PlayStation Plus.
No, it's because PlayStation are dicks when it comes to their own bloody setup, and I couldn't find that extra glitchy, that last glitchy place.
Well, when it comes up to the Wii U and the Switch versions of Minecraft, you can actually port your data over to the Switch.
Yeah. Where is this glitchy spot? The first bloody keep in the level. Ah, here we go. Wait. Is it? Wait. Is it in the air? I can't find this glitchy spot. This is driving me nuts. There's something spazzing. Oh, I'm an idiot, aren't I? Yep, I'm an idiot. It was up here. I wasted all that time. There we go. You know what? I haven't been checking my side missions either. That is not the side missions. What is it? What is he posting now? Yeah, Sony wants to protect its users.
I volunteer to strike from the rear. Niles now is holding the time for that.
That's what I get. Could you go back to the chat?
These losers.
Yeah, Sony wants to protect its users from the dangers of 4K high-resolution Minecraft. Hello? I think Nintendo are a bit more protective with their, like, services, and yet Nintendo are fine with the cross-platform. And you know why? Because Nintendo are aware that Minecraft is not theirs to control. It's on their platform. The developers know what they're getting themselves into if they do it. If they abuse the system, or if they have problems with the system, it's their fault. Sony, for once, are being a little bit a dick when it comes to that. So, there we go. Defeat 120 enemies were transformed. I don't actually think I can do that.
Jeffrey's not showing up. I linked him the stream on Discord. I guess he's busy.
70 HP left. Perform a 1300 combo. That's easy. Drink 6 bottles of sake and code cast 3 times. Can I do that with that? Yeah, because it's just L and R, isn't it? Yeah, L and R is what that is. Okay, so that's fine. So I've got this area now. So basically the whole point is to capture the areas with the higher number of keys. Once you get keys that increases your bar at the top there, you're always the blue one. And the thing is that once you've done that, you can move on to the final area. Of course I'm in story mode, so I have to do like most of the quests that the game gives me. Green boxes give you health, blue boxes give you like attacks, and orange gives you those chips that I'm not going to be able to use, so I don't know why I went out and grabbed that. So let's give it this way, and then go down this way. This is just faster method of travel, so I just screw attack everywhere. I mean, it looks like a screw attack, it's not a screw attack, but that's just a dash, and I just keep doing it. I can't hold it to dash, because your characters always run. Like I said, very Dynasty Warriors-esque. Yeah, Booski!
Maybe
I need to take care of the aggressive
people use redstone to inject code into the game console.
Well, why not just patch that up? I mean, to be fair, you can't connect to all of them unless all of the versions have, like, the support for it, so it's all going to be patched up regardless. Oh, I need to get enough hits on the combo.
Why is most of the why do most video games use Japanese dialogue?
Because it originated in Japan first, and it is kind of rooted in Japan in terms of its style, so they don't, like, hire additional voice actors to dub it. It's more of a cost measure, and plus, if the dialogue isn't really the biggest thing, and you can read it anyway, that's alright. And to be fair, when it comes to, like, this kind of stuff, like, you know, ancient, like, warriors, but they're fighting in, like, a cybernetic kind of place, it's very Japanese-ish. So, I think the whole plot, because the whole plot of the game is basically, there's this thing called the Moon Cell, which is what we're fighting in, and basically the people that you control are called servants, and the human players are like masters and stuff, and they can control them, or supply them with powers in order to fight.
Anime 101 with sure.
And the thing is that the whole point of this is because that there's like this virus in the system that you can't control, so the system itself kind of like devised this entire kind of like system in order to regulate itself, and that's just being very loosely said to spoil the story, because it is like visual novel first. But it's supposed to. Some of the games are visual novels only, from what I've been told. But this is also like an entry-level game because it's such a big gap from the rest of the series. You can just like piece it together through the game itself. I don't need to play the other games or what visual novels in order to find out where I am. So that's not that big of an issue. Oh god! Oh, did I just lose? No. Because I'm not paying attention to the keys that I have on top of the screen right now.
Oh, you almost lost though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I've got to take this area quick. Because if they take any of my areas, I'm screwed. And that's what one of those things are being highlighted is. Notice that they got a small key in that last silhouette.
Marion says, although I noticed that games in Japan are starting to get dual audio options.
Well, hang on, I'm trying to figure out how to activate this. Can I not activate? There we go, I can activate. No, that was a camera. I don't know I can activate the right bar. That might be a problem. Yeah, you douche! Bugger off! I blocked it and he stood on me.
I'm okay with Japanese dialogue, since my language. I send this to Joe. I thought I said Joe for a second. Meryl says, I've heard that people prefer Japanese dialogue because it was good, flexible question. But I prefer
Well, that's why we have,
There was this guy called Helena Productions, and he did like a live stream.
Oh, I lost.
He did like a live stream of Sonic Generations for the anniversary of Sonic, and he said he had the Japanese dialogue on because he said that Roger Craig Smith was cringy to him.
I lost.
Yeah.
And you know why I lost? Because I took too bloody long to find that one glitchy spot in the very first game. Oh well. That's fine. Still benefit from the experience I got.
Another example for having Japanese dialogue or like fictional languages is Konoha. People like the English voice actors, apart from Kanoa himself, because it makes him sound like Sora.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't have got. They could have got like someone else. I don't know. Everyone else sounds fine, but Kanoa just sounds too.
Yeah, but it's not Japanese voice acting that it has. It's like Klonoese or whatever it's called.
Yeah, but it's
like the animal gibberish in.
Yeah, but it's Japanese voice actors doing that fictional
Well,
language.
yeah, obviously. I mean that's a given. The Japanese are always making more languages. Hell, their languages has like 4 sub-languages in it. So there we go.
Another example of a fictional language is Star Fox Adventures.
Oh yeah, well you have Lila anyway, so whatever. Just scrolling this way to get to the controls.
We actually have Star Fox Adventures.
So there's that. So I hate it when they say like, oh, the ZL button is the ZL button, and then you go to the next screen, and then it tells you what every button does. Why can you not just put that text on this diagram? I don't understand that. People are weird like that. But yeah, as you can see here, the buttons that we do not have are the ZR, which is the Noble Phantasm. That was what that blue, yellow bar was. I can't do that because I do. Oh wait, ZR. I do have a ZR. Why was it not working? I had a full bar and it wouldn't activate. I know why. It's because I'm up to the story. I'm not up to that point in the story because I was playing a story level, and therefore, despite the bar being filled, I couldn't use it. That's why. So why the hell did it give me a side mission of transforming then? Because I couldn't use it in that level. That was a mission I could never complete. That's a bit weird. But yeah, I cannot use Noble Phantasm. I cannot open the command seal menu, which is the one that doubles your stats. And press the right stick to lock on and off. You can't press the sticks. So I can't lock on, can't activate Moon Crux, and I can't Noble Phantasm. But that's fine, because you don't need those to win, you just need your normal attacks, to be fair, and the control pad in order to heal if you have one equipped. So
what's weird is that with directional buttons and left stick, there's a bigger gap between item and select in both of them.
oh yeah, that's a bit weird. It's the same word, and yet it's slightly off. That's weird. But yeah, so that's the controls for this. So this is playable with this game. It's just you can't use some of the actual attacks.
Either
Do you want
because
to press one? No, sorry. So I can't exit the game.
Either because I enjoy the dialogue, or if it's strategic importance. I know XBC2? What? What's XBC2?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Sorry.
I would have just said XC2. Yeah, well, to be fair, like I said, you can play Zelda Breath of the Wild with Japanese voice acting, but have English subtitles so you can understand what they're saying. And the lip movements are always synced to the Japanese. So having the Japanese voice acting actually makes it work. So, what were you putting in? Oh yeah, because you wanted to play Binding of Isaac.
Yeah. Sometimes I get good runs, sometimes I get...
What, you're actually going to play with the GameCube controller? Try it out.
I mean, if you want to show every game.
Yeah, because that's like the whole point.
And, put the other one back in there.
Tom, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you're scatmanning on me. Skip it.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I want this.
Just tap L&R. There you go.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Well, I've been doing it throughout the entire stream. You know what? I'm thinking about streaming after this. I don't think I'll be able to watch that because I've got to edit this down a bit and find out what works with YouTube and their weirdness.
There was actually a mod for this game on the PC version by 39 Games, and what he's done is he's replaced all the music from the original Flash version.
So when you go in, for obvious sake, yeah, don't change the controllers immediately. Oh god, which one's yours?
God.
Hang on. Come in clutch. Go in then. I've removed my one.
Right.
So yeah, if you don't change the controllers right now, just go straight down. So, oh, not all the way down. What are you doing? Just scroll down just a bit. Because I need most of it on screen for comparison reasons with screenshots and shit.
Yeah, there's
so So yeah, these are the default controls. Everything above for moving and shooting is fine. If we go to the bottom part here, notice that we have bomb, item, pill, / card, drop, and map. Now the thing is, we can't access the map, and we cannot access the drop option. No, the item option, which is kind of required.
And drop.
No, you can drop.
Oh, what?
You don't have a ZL, and you don't have a select button. So with the default controls, you cannot access the map, and you cannot use your spacebar item. It's called spacebar item due to the PC version being the first version. So you need to somehow change your controls to work with that. But if you're going to walk with the control stick, you don't need the control pad. And considering that the control pad of a GameCube controller is tiny, getting rid of the control pad to assign it for other things actually makes a lot of sense. To get rid of it, to make it none, all you want to do is just make them all A. And then make your A button the same again. Or you can get rid of shooting entirely.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Oh, get the blah 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 blah.
What are you doing? Just get rid of the control pad. And then put A back where it was. There you go. That's what you need to do. Remove the control pad, and then you can use the control pad to fulfill the missing button combinations.
Alright, but I swear that you didn't have the shoot.
No, I did keep those. Even though, because of the way it is, I would rather have A is down, B is left, Y is up, and X is right. Because of how the GameCube lays out the buttons. If you hold it like that, like at an angle like that, it makes sense.
Right, pill and card's going to be ZR, or in this case Z. So
Yeah, because there's only one Z button, it's on the right side of the system. I had drop as down control pad, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to drop it down. And for map, I pressed it as up, because in the Zelda games, you would press up to bring up the map on the full screen.
Yeah.
On GameCube.
I don't think
so that makes a lot more sense.
I don't want these though.
Well, just A.
And
well, you're gonna have to then change that. There you go. And there you go. And it
So
saves it for that controller.
yeah.
Which is awesome. So any game that has customizable controls and has way more buttons than necessarily needed, especially with a game that can use double inputs for a single command, perfectly fine. 100% compatible GameCube controller.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it is a twin stick shooter after all. And you've actually got notches as well, and like with the control with the Joy-Con control sticks, so you can actually lock it into up, down, left, right for when you for four direction shooting and moving. So
People would know
this works really well.
People would know that Apollyon would be unlocked as soon as you get the DLC, but with this you have to beat Satan, I think.
Swap places.
Oh,
Just
yes.
playing.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that. Edgy man. Like,
Yeah, he
edgy
keeps
man.
saying that he doesn't actually like you swearing. So, then again, you don't watch his. I don't think he watches a lot of stuff on your channel, so I'm not too sure on how that is, because you don't really hold back on swearing anymore, do you?
No. Oh yeah, when you input a seed, there are special seeds of where, if you type in basement, every floor is the basement.
Yeah, it's just an endless loop. It must be weird with asymmetrical buttons, especially for doing diagonal shots. You can use the control stick. That would work. I mean, like I said, it's a twin stick shooter. If you don't want to use the face buttons, there's nothing stopping you from doing that, because the default setup is the face buttons and the two control sticks are the same inputs. All we've done is just made those two inputs completely nullified, or the face buttons for shooting to match according to the controller's design, and change the control pad, regulate moving to just the control stick and control pads to replace the missing buttons. Cool. So, because the two triggers are going to be the same, so that would be spacebar item, and then Z's do pills, just dropping instead of being on that side of the controller is just holding down on the control pad. It's pretty simple. So yeah, games with not many controls at all on the right buttons, of course, as well as fully customizable controls, 100% compatible. So basically, everything on my everything on my Switch, or I have a Switch, whatever, it was one, I think, is basically compatible, except for SnipperClips. So that's not bad. Of course, most of my library is different to Game Explain, but they only did like a half-an-hour video, and they didn't even do all their video, all their games on the system. We're doing all games on the system today. Aaron's Let's Plays don't really interest me. Most of those games I haven't really played. Toy Story Model. Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue, is a really good game. You can actually it's one of those few games based off of a license, a movie tie-in game. It's one of those few movie tie-in games that is actually popular enough to be under a classic status, or a PlayStation Platinum status, and earn the right to be on the PlayStation Network to download. You don't see that often these days. I mean, you don't like see Harry Potter showing up on PlayStation Network, even though I think the first one, Philosopher's Stone on PS1 was still on there. But that may be just misremembering.
And you know what?
But it's because it was such a classic.
I feel like I do. Yeah, sorry. I feel like I do want to put the buttons on, because my thumb's already getting tired on the C-stick.
Well, you can, once you go to the next floor, just quit the game and change it. I did say you can change the face buttons to match, because that will be down, left, right, up, because you're going to be holding... as long as you hold the controller in that direction, you're not going to get confused.
No. I was going to have that for down.
B for down?
No, A for down.
That's what I said. A for down, B for left, Y for up, and X for right, because that's how it's designed. In fact, just for reference. If we hold the controller like... we hold the controller like this... Makes sense. Down, left, up, right. Get weird with it. Make shooting left. Oh my god. Get weird with it. Make shooting left and right shoulder buttons and put up and down on A and X.
Ah, I'm already getting confused with the buttons.
Well, you still have the analog stick map, so if you do struggle, you can just go back to it.
Yeah, but it wears on your thumb.
Not my problem.
Oh wait, the secret room got unlocked.
Finding the secret room gives you more devil? Okay.
What do you mean more devil? No.
Yeah, Aaron has the hidden HUD always on, I don't know.
The found HUD. Yeah, oh no, the reason why it gave me more devil was because it resets after you exit a room.
Oh,
because if you get hit, you lose the percentage, and then it gets reset to 36 when you go to the next.
That would be a cool idea for a video. We'd have to mess up control schemes and make someone else confused while playing the game. It's like, why is up down and why is left up? Or something like that. Why is the bomb button making me do the cha-cha? I don't know. They should make a Pokemon game for the Switch in which there should be connectivity to the 3DS. They did that for 64 with Game Boy and Game Boy Color, GameCube with Game Boy Advance, and Wii with DS. Yeah, the problem with that is that those games were the Pokemon Stadium series, because obviously you had Colosseum, XD, and then Battle Revolution. So that was like Gen 1. God. So you had Stadium, which was Gen 1, Stadium 2, which was Gen 1 and 2. Colosseum and XD were both Gen 3, but it had added functionality for the remakes when it came to XD. Then you had Battle Revolution, which was Diamond and Pearl, and I don't know about Platinum. And the reason why there weren't any more Pokemon Stadium-like games for home consoles is because that once it hit Gen 5, you already had all the online features that were featured in Battle Revolution, plus more better ones as well. Not only that, but you had... Well, you would put the Pokemon on the Stadium games so you could see them like full moving 3D, but all the Pokemon basically had attacks as well as movement and not just static images in Gen 5. Plus, the battle arenas were actually probably 3D as well, even though they were just, you know, two flat textures moving around in an empty space. And then when it came to Gen 6, 3DS, all battles are 3D. It's basically Pokemon Stadium on the go, and then when it came to Gen 7, they basically look like the GameCube console games with adventure modes. You have like a full-bodied actual trainer instead of a chibi model, and you can fight with full 3D with multiple Pokemon on the screen. up to 6 at once with board battles as well. So there was literally no need for a console Pokemon game. But considering that the Switch is now a hybrid, still has its portability, still has Wi-Fi, still has wireless, and you can take it on the go with you. There's no reason why it can't come back to consoles because it's also technically a handheld.
I've just got Cricket's head. It's
That
the
Revolution
best
could be used to play on consoles though. See, I never tried because I always did it with my Pearl.
Yeah, and me with my duck. I'm still determined to like actually beat her.
Your Pokemon Battle Revolution is my Pokemon Stadium 1 round 1.
The thing that always pisses me off is the Sunset Coliseum.
Yep, that is the worst Coliseum in the game.
And I need to do it on its higher difficulty just to unlock the Lucario costume.
Yep, I had to do it.
And I still haven't done it today.
But I had to go through double hell because I did it with normal first to get past it, then I had to do it with hard difficulty in order to get the costume.
That's what happened to me.
Yep.
Oh, ow.
Basically, you want to get a Pokemon with like Dragon Rage, but then the opponent always chooses that Pokemon anyway, and when you choose Dragon Rage, they choose Dragon Claw and they one-shot.
Yeah, they just...
And they like do it, it's just ridiculous.
It's like the game chooses the exact same Pokemon that you have.
No. The computer chooses its move after you have chosen your move, so it sees what move you chose and then it chooses itself. And if you change Pokemon, thinking that it'll go for an attack that was super effective to the Pokemon that was just sometimes it predicts that, oh, you're going to switch into this Pokemon type out of 17 types and God knows how many combinations, and it will be super effective.
Go for the pentagram.
Or it will just be effective if I have the move. So
I'm going for the damage.
You look horrid. You've seen some shit, man. Oh my god, he's the Exorcist.
Right, randomize. Oh, Cricket's body! I got Cricket's head and body. And I can get the finger as well.
Speaking of Pokemon Stadium, Georgina has done something called Pokemon Stadium Blind Battles. I've been in a few, but she hasn't... She's got like... I think she's got 9 slated. 2 previously live streamed, and the 7 before then or something being pre-recorded. But they were done like 2 years ago, so I don't know when she'll get around to doing those.
There's actually a glitch in this kind of room where if you hit the switch, as soon as they come back up, they stay up, but they will stay up, but they don't hurt you.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, because when that happened to me, I was like, am I just stuck in this room now unless I want to get hit?
I'm just gonna keep doing this because the finger acts as like a laser.
Yeah, I point at you so loudly you will die.
No, it's the monkey.
Yeah, it's the monkey from Family Guy.
Ow!
Nice.
Dick move. Wait, I think that fly was... Oh no, I think it was my finger. I was gonna say, I think it was the fly that was actually getting rid of the flame.
Finger fly.
No, it wasn't. It was my finger.
You glad? You know, throughout this entire freaking, like, stream, I haven't been keeping on top with changing up the game that we're actually playing in the metadata. Oh, do I have to type in the Binding of Isaac? Yes, I do. Why do you do this? And there's no Afterbirth Plus option. Okay, I could try.
There you go.
No, there's no Afterbirth Plus option, so I'll just choose Afterbirth.
Because it's pretty much, the Binding of Isaac, Afterbirth, and Afterbirth Plus are pretty much the same thing.
There we are. If you do hit the reset on the stream for whatever reason, the metadata will change. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's for people who come in later and it correlates with what they're actually playing with. I was trying to find one where I could just type in Switch. I was tempted to type in 1-2 Switch, but then Twitch ain't happy with that. Then too many itches for me. With bitches. Too many words that rhyme with itch.
That explodes your tears.
Yes.
But I still want to donate all my coins to the thing.
Only 4 coins.
Still not...
What was that?
I don't know. Oh wait, I can...
I like how I'm
roll
always in
again.
the shadows. If I come just a little bit more forward and then the light. I should do
I
that.
don't know why I rolled again. I didn't have enough money. I just used money to get a battery.
You gotta roll, otherwise you can't move. Board jokes!
Oh, I had a bat.
What do all the stats on the left mean? Like I said, that's like that found menu or whatever. They have found HUD. The top one is speed, but all the ones in grey because the other three are always there. The top one, I believe, is speed. The one with the bow and arrow is shot
range.
Range. The one below is shot speed.
No, the one below is how many. Oh, yeah, fire rate.
Yeah, fire rate. The one below that is
shot speed.
Shot speed. It took me 3 tries, but I'm getting there.
And then the sword is attack.
The clover is luck. The upside down cross is
the devil.
Well, devil alignment, and the normal cross is angel alignment. Basically, that determines if you're going to get a devil room, the chances of getting a devil room or a angel room on that floor.
But it doesn't like even it out. Like you don't get 50-50.
No.
Because for some reason...
There's 2 separate rolls.
For some reason, the cross is always like a... The cross is always 50, and even though it's 50, you're not going to get the room. You'll probably just get a thing.
Yeah, but it's 2 separate rolls. The one that's... first, the game determines which one is lower. Then it chooses that one, and then it rolls it to see if it's going to be a yay or a nay. Then it chooses, and if that one's a nay, then it chooses the higher one, and if that's a yay or a nay.
Yay, nay.
And then whatever one of the 2 was a yay, it will load it.
The nay, nay.
I don't know what you're on about.
It's a dance move.
The cha-cha. Or the rumba beat.
God, now you're referencing something that I can't stop saying.
How's it go?
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play my own maracas, I go chicky boom, chicky boom.
Why do you dance live, you moron? People can see you dancing.
Exactly.
You don't give a shit. Oh! Hello, Jordana! She's in the chatteroons!
Super Link Oreo.
Raise your GameCube controllers. We're playing the Switch with GameCube controllers.
I mean, I probably shouldn't have done that because, well,
it's fine.
2-second delay.
That's pretty much what this stream is all about. And we're just watching Aaron just go through his mum's basement.
I'm just gonna wait until they blow up some shit. So I wouldn't have
That's fine. Yeah, we've been going on for quite a while. It's not that big of an issue, really. We've had quite a good turnout today, actually. Just for being out of nowhere, because this news came out of nowhere. Basically, to give the lowdown for whoever else is joining it. Whoa! I just looked away and it said 5. I just looked again, it said 8. Hello, everybody! Hello, Dumtilio. That's the only one I can actually see that's appeared that is probably not anonymous. But hello anyway! Welcome!
Oh, never mind.
This is the highest turnout that we've had today so far. And
I just realised that they blew up the secret room. You should still be playing up.
But yeah, yeah, basically what the stream is all about is that we're just playing all the Switch games that we have on our Switch with GameCube controllers. Using the Mayflash GameCube adapter or any other official or unofficial GameCube adapter that you may have. Apparently an update in the Switch OS update, or firmware update, version 4.0.0, which added the capture buttons feature to save 30-second clips, as well as add functionality for wireless headphones. There was this one thing that they did not list in the patch notes, and that was that the GameCube adapter now works on Switch. And it's not specific games, it's all games, as long as it actually, you know, correlates to any button that a Pro controller or the Switch Joy-Cons can do. So you miss out on the ZR button, you miss out on the left stick click, you miss out on the right stick click, and you miss out on the minus button, which is also technically select. Oh, and also gyro, the NFC reader, and the IR reader at the back. You miss out on all that. But hey, it's still pretty good, and it points to more theories saying that, hey, now this is... Then it points to having, you know, that the Switch can now have GameCube Virtual Console without having an issue. As long as you can find the adapter and a GameCube controller. Which, they may just, you know, put the Smash controllers back on the line, just give it the Switch logo, and, you know, re-release the adapter, take away the Wii U logo, and slap on the Switch logo. They already have the case molds for it, they just got to change it up a bit. And people will buy them. They'll probably make them on like a new separate release. Similar to how to... they decided to re-release the NES Classic next year.
Change.
2018, if this is watched later on.
If I can get some more bombs. We have 10. And we have change, which is pretty much just the D6.
Perf Road? What does that do?
What?
Perf
Oh, I said it was like the D6.
Ah, I didn't hear that. Sorry. I was busy explaining what the stream was about for any newcomers.
Yeah, nice.
We've got 7 people. Jeffrey? Who's Jeffrey? Hello?
Oh, PhD, I will take that. And
oh, hello, Luigi Man! 201! How you doing, good sir? Yeah, welcome to the stream. If you just missed the explanation of what we're doing, I'm not going to repeat myself already since I've already done that.
Oh.
But just a quick little lowdown again. We're playing all the Switch games on GameCube Controllers. The latest update didn't list the functionality, but here we are experimenting with it. So.
Well, to be honest, it hasn't really specifically said, because it just says USB controller.
Yeah, but as far as people could tell, it never worked before. That's why people have been someone just found it. Game Explain saw the message. They made a video and it got into the mainstream. Because that's how I found out about it from Game Explain. So I'm a game freak. I am a gaming freak, but I'm not them. You're not gonna grab that?
No.
You got a heart down.
There's probably a full heart up here.
There's so many hearts on the floor anyway. What's the problem? You're not gonna go in the arcade?
Hang on a minute. Let me play how I play it.
Do the thing! Oh, not that thing. You see this abuse?
You say that's like a bad thing.
Yep, that is supposed to be a Zelda reference. In fact, the way that the game is laid out is a Zelda reference. The original...
Get the manual. Shit. Yeah, you know what to do.
Here.
You can go. So I'm just doing
The manual for the game is basically the same as the original NES Zelda manual. In fact, when you open it up, it's kind of like the same layout as well. And, yeah. Look, guys, it's a manual for a game in a case. You don't see that every day nowadays, do you? So, little mini unboxing right there. But, yeah, what I was trying to say was, before Aaron told me to get the case, was that the original...
What's this?
God damn it, Aaron.
Sorry. I'm just getting all the keys.
The original Binding of Isaac for PC, which had the Wrath of the Lamb expansion, if you look at just the screen, the HUD is basically Legend of Zelda NES as well. So it's kind of heavily inspired by that, but it's also a twin-stick shooter. So it's 2201, by the way. That's fine. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just said 201 because I misread, and then I tried to catch myself out. There's the guy who, along with you, I tagged in Twitter filming himself. Oh, okay!
I just realised.
Good to meet you, good sir.
Go back
It was like a team effort without knowing who the team actually was. Sorry, Aaron, I keep talking over you because of the chat.
Yeah. I'm not taking that because that's 2 of hearts.
Yeah, you don't need that, unless you take too much damage.
Mm.
Wait, that was behind. That was in a spike room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's gone forever then. Oh. Oh, ah. Oh! I'll leave the room. I don't even recognise what this... You know what? No.
Is it Dad?
No. That's the exact same number 3 times in a row now. Well, not 3 times in a row, but in the past week, the 3rd time, that exact number has said, have you been involved in a car accident? No, I haven't. I haven't crashed since I got my bloody licence. Then again, I haven't crashed before I had my license, so I haven't crashed till. I didn't word that right.
I just unlocked Gish on the screen.
But yes, my phone's ringtone is the
that's
codec
nice.
ringtone from Metal Gear. It has to be.
And when you get a notification, it's the exclamation noise.
Skeleton key.
Cool.
Oh, you should have let the bloody dude shoot a bomb.
Well, I got plenty of bomb.
So, you got plenty of bomb?
Yeah.
On it? Sure, my friend. Seems you have enough rubies.
Could get another key. Yep, running away. Ah, these things.
Walking badges.
Well, actually, the original name for them are called Viz, which is actually in the manual and in the bestiary.
Yep. Oh, that's a marked rock.
Just sort of.
1. If it was a tinted rock, I would be fine. But that was a marked rock, and it gave you like the worst outcome. It's supposed to give you at least 2.
It's random, isn't it?
I've had those calls.
And what?
I haven't.
Look at this.
I think the only time when you've been in a car, Meryl. No, I was about to say that the only time you've been in a car is when I've driven it around. But then how the hell would you have got to where you are now?
Sean, look at this.
That was a stupid comment.
What's the point?
Yeah, you already had one. Wait, are you saying that the floor actually spawned 2 skeleton keys without any influence from you? Why?
I didn't even. Oh, it's the
I like how you try to walk out of the door immediately and it's just one grabby hand.
Oh yeah, because I walked in, but as the sound's so quiet, I didn't hear Mum's laughter. Didn't hear the what's it called? The Wallmaster. Oh yeah,
I think I set it up for Georgina so that when she does stream, it saves a copy to our hard drive. I mean, that's what I'm doing with this.
So look at this. Use a dice to re-roll enemies. But
You
using
want
it.
to re-roll the dice. Dissection.
Yeah, I'm using the thing instead. Oh, that's cool. That's all. That's all.
That's decent. Sometimes it completely nullifies damage and you glow purple for a bit.
Oh, more bombs.
And use one to get rid of that flame. Might get another spirit heart. No.
No.
Well, I've tried. You didn't lose anything out of it. You can do it on this one.
That means I just gained no bombs.
You might have gained some health.
Oh,
no. Never mind.
I got PhD.
Oh, I didn't see you grab that. I've been too busy looking at the chat.
I should have went in the shop because I've got infinite keys for the floor. There's actually a gold bomb which you have to unlock, but for some reason it's already
Twitch
unlocked.
automatically deletes VODs after 14 days, which could make a whole stream a highlight. Those will never go away. Oh! Isn't it like cheating the system, making the whole stream a highlight? I feel like that's cheating the system. But if Twitch doesn't penalise you for that, I guess it's viable.
Oh no, not the masks. They're like ropes in Zelda. They dash towards you
And you
their
can't
backs are
hurt
turned.
Yeah, but the knights, they're basically like armors. You can't hit them from the front, you have to.
They are actually called knights.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but you said they're like knights.
No, I said the knights are like iron knuckles. I might have said almost, but I didn't mean almost. But then again, you got to hit them from
Ah,
the
not
front
the
anyways.
fucking rope.
Aaron, what? Shadow Man is in the chat. Hedgehog Man. That's Shadow Man, so I have actually got that. I was going to do that for this year's Halloween, but obviously, you know, in a week from now, the first episode of One Shot's going out.
Oh, really?
So
That was.
I would put a card above me, but it doesn't allow me to link playlists that don't have anything in them, so no card.
All I got was troll bombs, 2 mega and 2 normal. If I had the scissors, they would have given me 6 bombs. But
Anyway, Georgina, like I said, the whole point of this stream is to basically just play our entire Switch library with GameCube controllers, and that's what we're doing. Aaron's playing with a GameCube controller right now. Look, the Joy-Cons are here, and these are the only Joy-Cons we have. We're not playing with them. We don't have a Pro controller. There's a PC. There's the PC USB controller that I use to play Freedom Planet. It's just here. Still haven't recorded Talk's video yet.
Oh yeah, the beta, the bonus.
Oh, by the way, saying that, I didn't actually have to delete my achievements and then play through the game again while connected to Steam in order for them to get through. As soon as I changed my game settings through Steam to access the beta, it just synced all of the achievements I already had to Steam that correlates. The only one I didn't get was the one for unlocking Talk because it's only available in the beta.
Look at them go.
So should have waited to do the Talks after.
Oh wait,
include them in the main game.
yeah, I'm in the dank depths.
The dank depths.
Lighting up the memes.
Yep.
Oh, double visors where they have a scar on their back, which makes them shoot
2 directions.
There's actually, oh no, there's actually another one called Scarred where they shoot in all
I
four.
don't know anything about buying a Isaac. I don't intend to stream recording at the same time. Why, if I may ask? Yeah, like I said, the plot of Binding of Isaac, Georgina, is that Isaac and his mother lived on a little house on a hill. Basically, the little kid has a mother that is completely like Christian, like
religious.
high on Christian religion, and she's so obsessed with it that she is easily tricked by a voice above, which asks her to do certain things, making her believe that it was the voice of God. And yeah, this is all on a Nintendo console, by the way. 2 of them, in fact. And what happens is that Isaac hears this going on in the other room, and he's suffering because of it, out of no fault of his own. And, well, the last thing that the voice asked was that, in order to prove your love to me, you must sacrifice your only child. And what does she do? She grabs a butcher's knife from the kitchen, stalks Isaac. Isaac tries to get away, finds a hole in a trapdoor on the floor, jumps into it, and this is the game.
But many believe that this is just some sick game that he's made up himself.
Which actually does make sense on why, like, he's... Yeah, but considering that from the little scenes that you see during the loading screens, his life wasn't exactly a good one. He might have turned a bit dark in the mind, so... But that is pretty much the plot of the game as told to you, but that's meta story. Because that's also technically true. But from what the game actually tells you, that's the plot.
If some of these spikes look out of place, the burning basement, flooded caves, and dank depths have a chance of placing either spikes, fireplaces, or just pits in random places. That's what's different about the third alternative stage.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry, continue.
No, I wasn't going to say anything.
But you were about to, and I cut you off by accident.
I was going to say, like, the second alternative stage is, like, cellar and such. They're just, they just give you different enemies.
But yeah, Binding of Isaac as a game is basically a random roguelike. Everything is randomly generated. The items you pick up, the rooms that you go through, the loadouts of the rooms, the enemies, and... I mean, it's 2 forms, like a similar thing. In this case, it's not the normal boss, Mum. It's a champion one, because it's a tiered red. So that's randomised as well. The character you choose, they're presets basically, but some of them have random features to them as well. It's basically all random, and when you die, you have to start back at the base things. Basically, every time you start with the same stuff, bare basics, no items or upgrades, unless the preset comes with them.
And then evil one, so I'm going to go for Isaac.
And yeah, it's a twin-stick shooter, arcade style. You die, you just start back at the beginning. Simple as. It's just that the items that you do grab can unlock more items. The more progress you make, unlocks more levels or floors to go through.
There's also challenges.
Right now we're in the womb. Yeah, this game is pretty sick. but it's all done in like a cutesy way that the grossness doesn't really matter, despite actually being an 18+ game. And yet, sexual themes in Fate's Extella, like what we just had right there, when she was like, one of the answers I could choose was, I prefer nothing, because I skipped the cutscene. She was asking that it's been quite a hot day, and it's getting ready to go to bed soon. You can put 2 and 2 together with that. But yet, that game is a 16+, and this is 18.
Have you noticed that the screen's slightly brighter? That's because of the effect of the womb.
So,
ah! Oh, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what to do. There we go.
yeah. Georgina, about this question about archiving Twitch streams, I believe I've set your XSplit so that when you do live stream, it saves a copy of the entire live stream as a video file to your computer hard drive, and that's basically the live stream. To archive it, you just upload that to YouTube. Simple. Any little bits that you don't want to keep, you just edit them out.
Well,
Which is what we're going to do for this, because I've got to edit the control things for every game, and timestamps in the description.
If I could carry 2 pills, I could use Lemon Party and the Power Pill.
Yeah, but Lemon Party's not worse, you might as well carry the power pill. Okay, you've got enough keys, so just put a bomb as close as possible, and then just waltz right in there and max out your bombs. Bomb boys. It's Bomber Man, Bomber Man.
There's no point. I'm not getting
I'm blowing out your brains, I'm the man with the plan.
Nobody screws with me. Yeah.
You can say bitch.
Alright, fine. But it's just...
If it's lyrics to a song, I don't think it's an issue, because I always say fucking bubbles.
Oh yeah, this actually extends your reach.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You also got a umbilical cord like a bro.
God damn. Why? What is it with these skull statues?
Have you started uploading those yet? So I swear I've been in a couple of them, but you haven't uploaded them yet. I'm pretty sure you haven't.
Oh. Wait. Even my split shots are going very far.
Are you on the final floor of the womb?
No. I just started the womb.
Why haven't you not found the boss room yet?
It was because I was faffing around with everything.
It's not faffing around, there's nothing to get in the womb, just to get the boss.
Well, you know that with these kind of floors, it's a maze.
To be fair, I thought Fate Extella was going to take a good half an hour, but I think this is eating up the most time on the stream so far this game. Yeah, we've been on this game for half an hour already. Jeez. Yeah, one run can last quite a while. Oh, never mind. That's twice now this stream I've said something and it just ends. Why did you chuck the controller at me? I didn't mean to. Oh my god, I'm a jinx on his life, I really am. I was actually expecting the roll to pull some. He didn't actually do it. In fact, he hasn't been in the chat for a bit. We're going to start a new LP live stream soon. Hang on, you've still got 2 Let's Plays to get through. What's this new one? Another Halloween special for you. Gotcha. Toot. 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 Horf. Ganon Horf.
Duck Porkly.
Porkly Horf.
You call those Meat Boy wannabes.
Meat bar wannabes. Well, that's because they're literally a lump of steak plopped on the floor with a bone sticking out.
Eye blob is pretty much Isaac blob.
Weird.
Mulligan, Mulligoon, Mullaboon.
It's an absolute goonie. Should I press home?
Hang on.
Oh, I want to press home.
Viz.
Console versions of Binding of Isaac, as far as I'm aware, it's only the console versions. They do have a pseudo kind of co-op feature, but it's not really the best thing. It's not what you would think. So that's Binding of Isaac, and I believe the next one that was mentioned,
Binding of Isaac.
was Metal Slug 3.
Is this in player 2? No, it's in player 3. This isn't in player 3.
We'll sort it out.
We'll sort
it out.
Oh yeah, do you want to talk about, like, you know when you were talking about Donkey Konga and the different versions?
I've already talked about that, so that's
Yeah, I know, but I feel like when they were going to put GameCube Virtual Console, it could be like this, where you could choose each version.
Like in their own separate emulator kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because, to be fair, from what I can tell in terms of the controls, even though we're covering Metal Slug here, I believe this applies to every NeoGeo Virtual Console game on the Switch. So, all NeoGeo games are compatible. 100% compatible with an N64. GameCube controller, Jesus.
What's Caravan in high school mode?
To be fair, I'm not too sure. I just play the original Japanese. See? So, Y equals A, because, you know, they had A, B, C, D buttons. So, Y equals A, X equals C, ZL, we don't have a ZL, but we can still press B for B, and A is D, ZR is A, but we've got the 4 face buttons for that, so we don't need ZL or ZR, which is really helpful. L is to add credits, which we do have an L button of. R is to start the arcade, I guess. I guess that's the confirm button for arcades. So, because remember, the Neo Geo was a home console that was basically a home arcade machine, and the cartridges were just the ROM boards. So, think of it like that, really. So yeah, options menu obviously has pause, but minus does the same thing. We don't have a select button, but that's perfectly fine. And directional buttons, or the, the left stick to move. So 100% compatibility right there. Game. There we are.
Still don't think it's gonna.
No, it works.
No, player 3.
Super grenade.
We don't know yet. 2 no, win or what? Bloody hell.
Thank you.
Change grip order. You're adding more credits.
Oh,
I think you just used one because it just went down. So yeah, that gives you the lowdown. It gives you an introduction of all the controls anyway, so that's perfectly fine. I forget how you change. Oh,
oh, the pad for some reason, yes.
I want to be this guy. It's wide, confirmed. I like this guy because it actually sounds like he's saying "fuck" when he dies. Ah! What happened there?
Itch.
Oh, we have to control pad it.
Oh.
I don't like that, considering it's supposed to be an arcade machine, a joystick game? Then again, if we were using the two Joy-Cons, it would be, you would have to use the, yeah, so it's X to throw grenades, Y to shoot, B to jump, and A does nothing. And we cannot change the controls. They're locked to who they are as far as I'm aware. In fact, can we?
Button settings.
Yeah, you can change the buttons, so yeah, that's fine as well. So if you don't like your button setup, you can change the button combinations as well.
No.
What?
I'm going to change mine because I'm not comfortable with this setup. It's a P2.
Are you serious? Control pad? Can you move? I have to do it for you.
That's not
why?
I'm not doing this.
What do you want?
No, it's fine. I'm not doing this.
No,
Just restart the game. Yes. Game restart. Game reset.
no, hang on. It wasn't responding for a moment there.
The game reset. It was in that menu.
Oh, you can't move unless I can't move unless you move. Oh yeah, it takes a while. But
Wow.
what? Was it playing in the background before before the game itself, the system itself could catch up with what the game was doing? What? I'm so confused. There we go. Skip that. Boop boop. Oh, he has a snort bubble when you choose it. You see that? Alright, so I guess I'm going alone from here. I'll go it alone from here.
I think you would have got that reference the first time. So.
Yeah, no, but I actually said it.
I didn't know you could actually do melee attacks up close.
Yeah, if you're close enough. Crabs! Grab them! Heavy machine gun.
Heavy machine gun.
That's how he says it. If you want to shoot dagger, you just gotta keep doing that. Get wrecked! Bananas! Oh, sorry.
Super grenade.
Just the last game.
No, we still got a few more, but this ain't gonna last that long because it's only an arcade experience. Shoot them! Heavy machine gun. Problem is, I can't hold the button. I have to keep mashing it.
Heavy Rasengan.
Heavy Rasengan! Who? I like how I timed that, but it's like 2 seconds delay. Keep going. I'm the Lord of the Harvest!
No, watermelon.
Let's do the Lord of the Harvest. Yeah.
Watermelon.
That's the. Everyone's got helmets to keep up in their head, but I've got one of my own on my head instead.
That SMG4 used that sprite.
Did he?
Yeah. In the load of his videos.
Hi, please.
He used it in the episode of where, like, when they were going to a neighbouring kingdom.
Where did you come from? Oh no!
And he also did it in the episode where Mario and Luigi went to the casino.
Oh shoot! Yeah, so I got. Yeah, this game was very like Contra, effectively. It's a run and gun shooter. You only have one hit and you lose a life. You have many different weapons, and you have different like level sectors. So.
That game's starting to lag. I don't think it's lagging, but I think it's just like the frame rate and everything.
Yeah, and I've also got the CRT for it, by the way. Yeah, I'm not going to get that. I've lost an arm! Oh no!
Where does a general keep his armies?
It is sweet! These meteor. Oh no, I don't have a gun. Can I abandon? Can I abandon? Can I abandon?
No.
I can't abandon! It said out! I was pressing every button, I couldn't get out. That's bad.
I like how the timer.
Oh, I changed character. I wasn't going to do that.
I like how the timer reset when you put a coin.
Hang on. Oh,
He died.
Yeah, I know, but every time you like continue credit, oh no, having more bombs, dang. This is dumb. What they expect you to do is a pistol. When you do rescue those damn things, despite how far across you are, they die before they can give you the bloody item that they give. Give me the See, even if I do stay to grab it, I just get the points and that's
Well,
it.
it's because you need to stay to the right.
Yeah, because if you stay to the right, you get bombed by the meteorite. See, look, I've rescued it at the youngest opportunity,
You got it.
and now I'm dead.
No, you got the item.
Yeah, and now I'm dead. Say, a chicken? Dick! He killed me because of a chicken. Didn't give me a power up. It's a boss fight, mate. I don't know why you're giving me your cuckoo shit. You're not Saz. I pressed B, I didn't jump. Yeah, this is when the game was just like, yeah, I'm gonna guzzle and get ready now. Oh, for flip's sake! it. I jumped, and literally the floor disappeared underneath me when I landed, so I couldn't jump again. Plus, how long is this bridge?
It's like Sonic General. It's like Sonic
If
Super.
I could run backwards and shoot. I only got this game for like a fun little mod because I've never played it before. Oh, you dick!
Wasn't clapping for your.
Why did you not turn around, you moron? Just chuck both those grenades in the wrong direction. Again, you didn't turn around! Because he's doing. And then I did. Oh, are you serious? Oh, the game respawned me. Thanks. No prisoners rescued, which is rubbish because I clearly rescued a bunch of them, but because I used to credit. Well, at least I beat him. Alright, I wasn't paying attention to the thing here.
Mission 2. Start.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Give me a moment. I'm not playing the game at the moment, so I don't really care.
Yeah, but you
if I
got a
die.
timer.
I don't really care if I die. I said that multiple times already. Why is this not activated? I'm holding L&R. It's not. It refuses to go in. I can't get out of the game. Holding plus and minus. It's doing it. What the bollocks? No. That's the top screen. I couldn't get out of the game. Pop them into the machine and take them back out that way. Just don't catch any of the wires. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem with this game that I haven't had before. I can't... The Joy-Cons just won't connect. Press home.
No, they're still not connecting. I have to take it out.
You can't take it out because then I can't...
Well, I can't... Well, we're stuck on here
No,
then.
listen to me. Don't get rolled up online, please. Give it to me for a moment. It's probably going in multiplayer mode. In fact, if we just disconnect both these controllers by plugging them out of the adapter, then it won't detect a controller, then it will ask you to choose a controller. There we go, now these are connecting. Why do we ever do that? You can plug them back in now. That's such a weird ass way of doing it. I've never had that problem before as well, so we are finding new problems online. Which kind of brings the point home that it was probably included in as a beta, and that's why it's not included in the patch notes. So, let's pop those back in.
Well, I just feel like that if it reads it as a USB Pro controller, then it might not be official.
Yeah, but people have tried Xbox 360 controllers. They don't work. They've tried Xbox One controllers. They don't work. They've tried PlayStation 4 controllers. They don't work.
They have. I've seen Austin John.
Are you sure?
He had like a little USB that was able to connect Bluetooth-like controllers to the
Yeah, but isn't that like a third-party USB dongle?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a GameCube controller, is it? GameCube controllers are completely different.
Well,
Because
yeah,
GameCube controllers are considered the best controller ever made by Nintendo. That's why.
Well,
They're Smash competitive. Every version of Smash uses these controllers.
Well, if that was going to be the case, maybe they would make a GameCube controller with a USB end, so it actually reads as a proper GameCube controller.
Yeah, but people have tried this adapter before on previous versions and it didn't work, which is why it wasn't brought up. Plus, even then, with like third-party controllers like these, that are just USB only, sometimes they don't read, and if they do read, the buttons are not even correctly mapped. This is like almost one-to-one mapping. Y is Y, X is X, A is A. The control sticks work as intended. It actually reads like the analog L and R's registering as digital when they're fully pressed.
Yeah.
So there's just no way to disprove that.
Just go on with it.
Hang on a second. Gotta catch up with the stream here. Why are you wondering about who was recording Pokemon Colosseum? It's my favourite game of all time, good to know. We're sure this is Rocket Cash goes from freezing glitchy for times you haven't noticed a bit about ready. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it does that on stream sometimes. It's been really good though during streaming Twilight Princess HD, but I don't know why it's been doing it throughout this stream. I wanted to see Kamiko and love that game. I want to see Kamiko going. Yeah, well, that one's already been brought up. So yeah, we can do that quickly. I'm not going to go through an entire level, but we can go through it quickly.
Was this the last one, actually?
No, because I've got Shantae as well.
No.
And Shantae is single player as well, but that's
Well,
just...
I might as well just get back to the chat then.
Okay then. Just mind the wires.
And mind the dog.
It's not my fault games are single player. Plus, he doesn't like the two games anyway for whatever reason, so... But anyway, Aaron's channel will be linked in the description below since he was in the chat, so... Yeah, not in the chat, excuse me, when he was actually on stream, so... Link to his channel will be in the description below, so... Catch up with that. So, I'll just choose this for now. So, Kamiko... Let's just choose any old character. I guess I'll choose my favourite one, which is Hinome. Skip through all this. So, with Kamiko, buttons are super simple. So simple, in fact, that you can probably play this with an NES controller. You just can't, because you can't plug one in. So, let me pause and go to menu here. Left and long stick to move. A to attack, search, and confirm. If you hold the button, you charge up a special if you have 50 points. If you have 100 points, you'll charge for a super special. B, L, R, Z, L, or ZR is to just hold the button to dash, and X to open menu. 100% compatible GameCube controllers. 100% compatible, so I've got no complaints. And considering that the A button is also bigger than the B button, despite, you know, expecting the B button to be attacking and A to do actions like dash, it makes a lot of sense considering that the A button is the biggest button. This is on the controller, excuse me, so there we go. Press that button. I am actually missing it every opportunity. So yeah, this game is like a 2D Zelda-ish kind of game. But it's also got heavy speedrun elements. Notice the timer at the top of the screen. It's also got an actual 100% completion rating, which unlocks the sound test, which this game has got very decent music. Problem is, though, it's also like some later Zelda games where, for whatever reason, you have to carry the key to your location.
Just kind of blipping out as well as the sound.
Yeah, I know, I've noticed. But, yeah, so I got hit there, so I lost the key, and I just remembered where the key actually goes. And every time you go into a sector, enemies spawn, you got to kill them to get mana, which is what they're dropping right now, to open chests, or, you know, attack you. Hang on. There we go. And then I'll release just to do an attack. It goes to 100 hit points, because that's what I had. But it's pretty decent. If you leave one enemy of a certain area, like, of spawning alive, they won't spawn any more enemies until you kill the enemies. More enemies you kill at once, the more mana you get, and yeah, you just got to pretty much navigate the 4 dungeons. 4 dungeons are exactly the same no matter which of the 3 characters you play, but they all play different. So, the goal was to get 4 of these gates undemonized, or purified, whatever the word is, and then you take the walk to go find the boss of the dungeon. In every dungeon, there is 1 magic extender to find, as well as 1 heart container to find, and when you're about to fight the boss, you get another one of those 2. So, if you need to save again, you can just go into the light there and save as a checkpoint, and then you can come back to the game later, and the game auto saves when you find one of those anyway. I'm taking a lot of damage from it, so hang on, Meryl's posted something else. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. Why do you post this thing? I have no idea. There's a secret here. Yeah. Post it in place. So yeah, this character Hinome, she throws her shield forward and she has a little dagger that can do a 2-stab combo while it's out. The shield can one-shot almost everything, the stabs can't, but it still helps you so you're not entirely defenseless. I'm going to drop that actually, so I'm going to dash Ruby. I don't have enough. God! Oops. Hang on. Hang on. I need more magic. Magic! Give me magic! There we go. I've got enough. here. Yeah, sure, you can get through here, kill you both. This way. Now open this up. There's a magic extender that increases my points by 25, I believe. You start with 200 magic points, you can finish up with a maximum of 400. You have 4 hit points starting off, but you can finish with a maximum of 12. And that goes for every character, and they're located in the same place for each character since the dungeons are the same. The only difference is the 4 secrets that you have to find. There is no indication of where they're located, you just need to know where they are. So, unless you know where they are, you pretty much want to pre-press the A button on literally everything. And I do mean everything. It could be a tree, it could be a wall, it could be a post, you never know. Right now I'm killing enemies because I'm That's why I'm not killing every enemy I see. Because otherwise they'll spawn in. As you can see here, it didn't reset them, so that's fine. Back here, here. Meryl is Joel. Yep. There's a Blue Man Group, AMA, I read it a couple of hours ago. Replied to questions with images. Okay. Don't know what that's all about. That's what happens when I try to attack something I can't attack. Nope. No, please. Please say 100. I can't eat your magic up there. Oh. I've been tempted to do like a mini full-part let's play in this game. Do the first 3 dungeons, one with every character, and then do the final dungeon and the final boss with the character I prefer, and then show off and get out of the separate minutes. Finish all the other characters on screen, and there we go. Like I said, the story doesn't change after 3 of them. The lack of there being any story in the first place. Yabuski. Press that. Unlock that chest. Before I do that, I'll come down here. I got other spikes left behind. Do this. Free up this gate. Kill the web. I need a health. That. I stupid these spikes. Oh! It's not gonna die. Let's go over here. This. Dodge the enemies coming through here. Pop it there. And the door's open. So you got like the Zelda Breath puzzles as well. Super linear. Very nice. Kind of reminds me of a single player Full Swords effectively. Right, now this post looks completely inconspicuous, but notice that it tells me to press A. If I press A, I have found a secret. There is one of those in every level of the game. Find all those and beat all 3 characters 100% will unlock the sound test, and yeah, you just gotta find them. There's no clues about where to find them, and finding them does actually max out your magic, so if you're running low on magic you don't want to be grinding up on enemies. Finding the secrets is actually a good way on speeding up that process as well, so these do have a secondary function to the gameplay, even if you've found them before. I think that's the final game. Yeah, it is! Look at that! I've done the first level already in under 5 minutes. Yabuski! I need some help there, so let's do some stuff. Look at that. I think this opens up a shortcut to get back. Yes, it does. Yeah, like I said, it'll probably be only like a let's play game. I might just stream the whole game, just upload that as a single video, maybe, I don't know. Obviously, this is just a demonstration of using the GameCube controller playing this. So, I missed the heart container. I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm gonna let's play this game. I've already missed the heart container. And I'm not talking about these 2. I missed the one in the actual level. But oh well, let's go beat the boss. It's not like I'm gonna keep this file. I'm just doing this for the sake of it. Alright, so here we are. We got the main enemy with the 2 hands. That's kind of obvious. In fact, I think that was a game that's coming out for Switch that has a very similar aesthetic style to this game, but isn't actually in any way related. And I forget what the name of it is. But yeah, to beat this boss, just gotta hit the switches. Very Zelda-esque, sort of puzzle to do damage to the boss. As he hits some switches, which he didn't do there. No, I didn't do it in time. Dang it. Right, so gotta let him slam all switches. Kind of reminds me of a Guardian actually, because he's very brown with red glowy lights. Is that just me? Remember, the Switch launched with Breath of the Wild, so I don't think it's a coincidence. I'm gonna die in a minute. Go on, do this. Ibushki! It's annoying that these mushroom dudes keep getting in my way and almost killing me because I have to stand there and wait for the dude to show up. Oh, that's the enemy's weak point. We're going to attack that, do enough damage, and we move on to the next phase. Now he does the more intense switch shot behind the corner is the best thing to do. And hit the switch. Oh! Bloody hell, I hate doing that. Once he starts jumping, you can move away. I actually prefer it when he's faster, because then the mushrooms can't beat me. Ha! That'll do enough damage. There we go. And he's done. Now, where did I go? I don't know, but I don't care. I beat him. Just crumbles away, poofs into pixels. And there we go. 739. We've done the first level. Yeah, it's a nice snack. Oh, hang on a minute, I've missed a few bits. Aaron, if you didn't want to watch the stream, wave in the chat. You said he was going to continue onwards in the chat. I call laziness, he's literally next door. He's just gonna one-player games now, that's why you probably won't hear that. Didn't catch what you said while I'm asking. I'm not a big fan of designs of enemies based on plant stuff, it's a nice mix. Yeah, yeah, Aaron doesn't, like, I guess Aaron just wants to, like, be in the chat because he hasn't got much to talk about with these games because he doesn't play them. But yeah, we are actually at the end of this. Blastmaster Zero, I haven't got the game. See? I haven't got the game. The only reason why it's there is because I downloaded the Shantae DLC when it was free. I haven't decided when I'm going to buy the game, but when I do want to buy the game, I've got the DLC for free. And that is just the downloadable app, I guess you could call it, for the full game, so that you can play the game with other people. So that's why that's there. But yeah, we've pretty much done the entirety of the library thus far, so the last game that we're going to do is Shantae. So I guess we'll cover this game. That's literally all we got to do. After this one, we're pretty much done with the stream. I actually do not know how long the stream has gone. Honestly, have no clue. Oh yeah, I better change this to hang on. There we go. Change the metadata. So let's go in. So yes, Shantae with a GameCube controller. Almost 100% compatible, and you'll see why in a moment. There's no way to actually like check the controls, but this applies for both Shantae and Risky, so just for general purposes I'll go with Risky. This is the DLC, by the way. So, for Risky Boots, to cover first, A is is to shoot, use your ammo. That's perfectly fine. In Shantae's case, that'll be using your magic. Let's see. If we press R, nothing happens. L sends out a goon. Sends out a Tinkerbat. So that's perfectly fine. B is to jump. That's nothing too different. Y is our standard attack. Control pad is the same as moving with the analog stick. C stick does nothing. So ZL, as we see at the top of the screen there, we can switch between our ammo. I have no ZL, so if I want to switch through, I'm going to have to go through the long way and go in one direction with ZR. But other than going the opposite way to flick through my ammo, or in Shantae's case, spells, this is pretty much 99% compatible. The only reason why I say 99% is because the 1% is literally just scrolling in the opposite direction. So yeah, that's literally it. Of course, we got the homing ammo, which I don't know why it goes to orbit, but there we go. We got the oh yeah, Y is our grapple, and if we hold it, we can stay on the walls. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, shots. We got the homing ammo. We got the spread shot. Yeah, spread shot. We got a bomb, and we just got the usual pea shooter. Now, if I go out of here and into Shantae, which is actually the main game.
Shantae Half-Genie Hero.
Just going to my 100% complete original file. Should be in the same room. Because in Risky's save file at the end, which means I'm about to put the machine together, then Shantae turns up. And this is pretty much, you know, right after she walks in. So, but yes, with Shantae, once again, B is jump, A is to use our special skill, which is magic in this case. R does the same thing, actually, so that's a thing. L is our back dodge this time, and X activates our dance magic, so we can transform into whatever. Boom! We'll just break everything. And the reason why that green meter isn't going down is because that's my magic, but I have this item that gives me infinite magic. That's because I found all the gallery keys. So yeah, so we haven't got like anything like a grapple or anything. And of course, Y is our main attack. C-stick does nothing. Control pad is the same as the analog stick. ZL, once again, absent, but ZR goes through our spells if you look at the corner of the screen there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 spells, even though you can equip multiple different spells from the old originals. Like, if we go down here, I can, like, instead of having the, oh, I've got this, wait, did I not? Hang on. I don't have the 3rd level pike ball. Oh, I just realised that. Oh, no, the 3rd level pike ball is the scimitar, excuse me. And for some reason it's laid out a bit differently. Okay, sorry, that was my confusion. But yes, you have 4 different spells, but you can equip more, but they're the weaker versions. But once again, with Risky's equipment, just cycling through, yeah, just goes through differently. So I guess I'll just go fight Risky, just to show this off. It's point where... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I press B and it's still saved. Okay, whatever. Fair. Doesn't matter. I didn't do anything. So let's skip that. And I'm just going to fight Risky with what we got. So let me switch to the fire. Let's use some of that. No, excuse me. I don't want to be transforming. It's A to use my special skills. It's because they're not in the same layout as the Joy-Con, so that's why I'm messing up there. On! And my hair does better damage and flamethrower is at the best range. So let's switch to the scimitars! Yes, this is the flamethrower upgrade. So I can do more damage from contact, effectively, and I can also attack normally. Now, if I'm not dodging a lot, there's a reason why, because I've got like... Because if you go for 100% before you fight the final boss, which you're kind of intended to do, you don't need to even fight it properly, because you'll have infinite magic as long as you keep that item equipped, which I believe is... Oh, for Christ's sake. The Magical Tiara, and if I do not want to use these spells, and if I use the level 3 bubble, that's the invincibility bubble. I can't die as long as this is activated. I'm literally invincible. My magic will not decrease, and my HP will not decrease. And the phone's going off. Give me a moment. Hello? 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 No one on the end of the other line. Why phone up if you're not going to talk to me? So yeah, you might think this is cheap, but there's literally no reason for me to like do it properly. I mean, to be fair, I have tried fighting her without the invincibility, and I can do it. It's just that I won't use my magic for anything else except for the healing dance, because the healing dance pretty much converts all my magic into a heal, and then I can just wait for the Tinkerbats to show up and kill those for some green gems, which will give me magic. Because one of the other skills in the game is that it allows you to turn green gems into magic recovery. So there's two ways of doing it, but I haven't tried fighting the final boss that often without the abilities because I just haven't. And there we go, done. Doesn't even take that long, just mash anyway. I probably, if I didn't even have the button line, I think I would probably have like 3 hearts remaining still. So spam's still a legit thing.
This is the end, Risky Boots.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Wait a minute, did this refresh? The chat on the stream's refresh. Not on the stream itself, but you know what I mean. No, Shantae Half-Genie Hero was on Wii U, PC, and PS4 first. But for the Switch version, they actually did. You could actually get a physical copy, but I got it downloaded because I didn't want to wait for an extra couple of weeks or so. Plus, if I was going to get the DLC, I could get it immediately. Not only that, but the HD rumble's kind of used because you can feel the beat of the music when you're dancing. So that's nothing too dramatic, I guess. But yeah, what is this OP shield? Yeah, like I said, it's the level 3 shield. You can actually buy it, but the thing is that it makes you invincible at the cost of draining your magic super quick. But the item that I have doesn't decrease my magic. There's another item that you can buy that halves magic consumption, but you're given this one if you literally get 100%. So I don't know. But yeah, that's this game. So yeah, Half-Genie Hero was on Wii U and Switch, PS4, PC. Do not know about Xbox One. Risky's Revenge, the second one, because this is the 4th one. The second one, Risky's Revenge, was on Wii U, PC, Android devices, or iOS or whatever. And of course the original version, which was not the Director's Cut, was on DSi. Pirate's Curse was on Wii U and 3DS and PC. And the original Shantae was only on Game Boy Color, but that's now available on the 3DS Virtual Console. And that's the only 4 games of Shantae, but like I said, she's been branching off into other stuff, like she's in Blaster Master, of course. And I think she was being put in something else as well. I forget. Can't remember. But yeah, that's our entire Switch library, and yeah, that's it. That's my entire Switch library with the GameCube controller, I believe. I'll just check my cartridges just to be on the safe side that I've covered every game. Mario Kart 8, Fate, Zelda, what's in there right now is Binding of Isaac. Yeah, done the entire library. So that's the end of the stream, my boys. So hope you enjoyed this stream. It's been a very long one, actually. I didn't expect it to go on for so long. I started at 4:30. It's now No, I started at 5:45. It's now 8:45. So that's been 3 hours, pretty much, of just playing all the games on here. And half an hour of that was bloody Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. So, yeah, some of them went a lot quicker. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this stream. It was a nice meaty stream. Next stream will definitely be, unless something else comes up, our 1,000 subscriber special of Twilight Princess HD. We're going to go back to that. Just didn't do it today, even though I was going to do it today because news about this came up and I wanted to cover that, and I thought, well, what better way to do it than just, instead of doing a half an hour little snippet video, do a live stream about it. So next stream will be this, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it, guys. See you next time.